Yeah, I'm bringing it back one more week.
Oh, I think we should do it. Extend it. So silly.
Just a lie when I go. Oh, so fine. You know I like them, give me that stuff. You know I like them, you give it enough. You know I like them, give me that stuff. You know I like them, you give it enough. Just twice a day, and it's all.
Give me that stuff. Get it now. Give me that stuff. Get it now.
The video I sent Devin must have just been not useful at all, which sucks because it took a long time. I need to get a proper green screen photo.
Oh, true. Your mic's live, by the way. You know that, though, right? My mic's live, too. What's up, you fuck faces? I can barely hear you, but I think I know what you said. I want to re-record mine, too, though. I feel like I look kind of goofy. You know I do. You know I love them, yeah.
Time, I thought, it was fun. I'm trying to calculate that we're not Oh my God. You're gonna love one of the stories that I have to share with you today.
What's the train? It's like, it's the hype train? You know I love them. Yo, what's up, chat? How you doing? It is Monday. We are in here. I am ready to go. Oh, God, I've got to mute. Oh, it's been double sound the whole time. Choo-choo goes the hype train. Welcome to the Week in Review with Carly and Holden, a show in which we talk about our weeks. We have guests on today. Andrew Short will be joining us again at 8 p.m. And at 9 p.m., we have a surprise guest for Carly I'm very excited about. And until we get to that fucking point, hi, chat, and hello, Carly. How you doing today, Carly?
I'm feeling excellent today.
That's good.
It's a little cooler. The past few days have been just like deathly hot. So it cooled off, which made just the life more bearable, truthfully. And then,
it is
I got
so
my
hot here,
tomatoes.
dude.
I got my first round of tomatoes and cucumbers.
So I was about to say, I thought you said you had your first round of fucking tornadoes. I was like, you're excited about that? You get those out there, though, right?
Yeah. People have tornado shelters and whatnot.
No shit. So, but there's no. When's tornado season?
I'm not exactly sure. I will say where I am in Kansas, it is apparently sort of like the valley.
Okay.
It's lower than, like, for instance, West Kansas, they had crazy storm just a few days ago, and we caught it, but we caught like the effects of it, not the storm itself.
Gotcha.
So the clouds were insane. One side of the sky was like stripes, like looked like tie-dye. The other side was all these little like marshmallow clouds. It was so crazy.
It's always tornado season. Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, Kamikaze, Cubics Group? Cubics Group, can you post the I fucked up and haven't posted the podcast on my socials, and I want to do that, and I'm so sorry for not doing that just yet. But I did a podcast with Cubic Strube. He does this really funny podcast where he does an interview with a historical figure, and his guest never knows who they're going to be until like he introduces them on the show. I was William Shakespeare, and it was very fun and funny. And if you could post a link to that podcast in chat, I'd greatly appreciate it. I really should be doing the work for you, but thank you so much for having me on that, and I had such a good time. Yo, what's up? That's my name, B. Skelechairs. Absolutely. Yay for Andrew being on. He's very excited to come join us at the 8 o'clock hour. We're going to shoot the shit, talk about the story, all that good stuff. You know how it goes. What else? You ever going to do a sword art online for Who's in the Bruiser? I'm sure we will get to that point. I mean, it's prevalent enough. We are doing Ranma 1/2 in a couple weeks, and right now I'm researching Christopher Lee for a Patreon supported episode. Next week, I'm really excited. We're doing energy drinks. So that's going to be a lot of fun. The history of energy drinks, and we're going to
stories, I'm sure, from the early roundtable.
I bet there's I bet there's a lot of crazy stories when it comes to the history of Monster and Rockstar and all that bullshit. And the study session. So now we do for $15 patrons, we do a study session every week, and it's like at 5 o'clock on Sunday. We just kind of hang out and talk, look at and talk about the thing we are researching that week. This past week we did Christopher Lee, obviously, watched his turns as Dracula in the Hammer films, watched his metal album music videos. Great shit, a lot of fun. But next week is going to be a lot of fun because we're going to do a bit of a tasting of energy drinks in preparation for the energy drink episode. I almost want to make the study session earlier in the day because I'm like worried it's going to keep me up all night. But we'll see. I'll just do little tastings of each one. Him and Reed are some of the weirdest guys other than you and Marcus Holden. I love them. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, we'll get him on. It'll be a ton of fun. Very excited to have him, and then the 9 o'clock cast will be a lot of fun too, and it'll be good times. So yeah, how am I doing these days, Chad? I'll tell you, I was just lamenting to Carly. I joke with my beautiful wife Lexi about the Monday laments. I think it's ingrained in me to have a case of the Mondays now, even when Monday's not even that bad. I will say Monday is like my busiest day, but I think I'm hitting a bit of a brick wall and that I need like a fucking week off a little bit. So I will say that. But I don't know. That said, like
off. Just a little.
Just a little week off, like one little week off from work. I've been going so hard since the holiday. Even the holidays were stressful too, though. And then the one kind of vacation I went on was that Asheville bachelor party weekend, but that was pretty exhausting. You know what I mean? That wasn't really like, I just want to go to a cabin and sleep and read for like I want to go to a resort. I was watching Married at First Sight last night. We're now watching season 10 of that fucking shit show. And it's keeping me alive. I was joking with Jackie. It's literally keeping my relationship working with Lexi, because instead of like picking at each other and fucking, you do this and you do that. You just put it towards those people. You put all that energy, you just put at the people and just fucking completely shit on them. And it's a lot of fun. Holden running around like a kid with too much sugar, all hyped up on energy drinks. It's going to be, talk about shit shows. That's going to be a shit show. But, Saturday is like my one day, and I feel like Saturday is not enough right now. I'm working 6 days a week, and it's fun work. It's good work. You know what I mean? That's what's so silly, like why I feel a little silly, but I just need that. I need that vacay week. And what I want to do is, and maybe you guys could tell me, I want to go to a big, stupid resort, Carly. Like big, giant pools, just, lazy, like it's like a cruise on land. That's what I want, right? I just want don't have to think. You probably maybe even get some kind of wristband situation so you don't even have to you know what I mean? You don't even have to carry a fucking wallet around, and just like bloop, bloop, or whatever with the wristband, and just lay on my fucking ass for a full-on week.
I'm not sure if this is the world for such things. It might still be a little... It might be irresponsible, but why don't you just do a quick spa castle day?
That's a good point. I don't know if the spas are open.
Wear pajamas.
Yeah,
I know.
Because even if I did a 3-day run where I just did, you know what I mean? I think that would even help. Like, I may look to do that. I may just be like, no Japanese this week or something. No Japanese, no week in review, and just go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You know what I mean? Or whatever. And maybe I'll look into that soon. But the problem is I need the money because taxes fucking smacked my little penis this year.
But Everybody still needs downtime,
For sure.
even when the penis needs money.
And instead, I've got frown time, even when the penis needs money. So, but either way, like I don't want that isn't to say I'm not happy to be here, and I'm so happy to be doing Week in Review. It was more like laundry and that kind of stuff. I'm researching Britney Spears. What's up?
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, resorts I'm sure are closed. I mean, why wouldn't they be? But
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I
and
mean,
I'm
but-
sure spas. I mean, that's probably
Of
incredibly
course.
responsible. This all exists in my imaginary mind
Yeah.
of the
For
world
sure.
of
But I just
possibilities.
that's what I dream of right now. A big, stupid resort where, like, the whole point is you do as little as possible. I walk away from the PC. I walk away. Even walking away from the TV, I bring some books I want to read. I bring my tablet. No social media. That's the other thing, too. I think social media is just, I think I need
Kinda
a week
work,
off from
too.
that. I need a week off from that. I'm getting, it's not even social media, it's the news lately.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about how, like, all the people of color keep getting murdered by police officers, which is very rough. But just the whole, like, I think what's bumming me out actually is just how dumb people are being about. I think I'm most, and I don't want to go down this lane too hard, but
Yeah, I
the
understand.
politicizing of the masks really bums me out. I just think we've
know.
gotten to a point, it's just so sad. It's like so ignorant and sad, and not everything has to be a political argument, but the environment we are now in has created that, and I just think it's sad that we now have to argue about, masks have to be a point of like compassion for your fellow man has to be a point of fucking contention, right? It's just it's so fucking crazy to me that it's like we've just gone so far off course that people are walking around thinking that, like, they're fighting some fucking war by not wearing a fucking mask is the craziest shit I've ever seen.
You know what I like to do with that conversation? Because there are, I would say, varying opinions occasionally here in Kansas as opposed to New York, where everyone very much agrees, in my experience at least. I just skip the entire argument about it, about which things are right, which things are wrong, who said this, well, I heard that. Skip all of that.
Mhm.
And just think, if you wear the mask, you've done the most that you could do, right? Other than staying home completely. I was like, you've done the thing that is helpful to ending this bullshit that we've been stuck in forever now.
Right.
Skip the whole argument. Just like go to the max so that you don't have to look back and think, oh, I wish I would have, but, or whatever. Just end the whole conversation about it and do it.
Yeah. 100%. My mother-in-law told me she was over it and her husband has cancer. It scares me so bad. But they insist that Jesus takes the wheel. Hey, I understand. It would be one thing if they were just like, I'm just not going to do it. But the fact that they link it to, like, politics, that's when I get upset. I'm just like, that has nothing to do with that. Like, that's so dumb. Like, everything's not a point of contention that goes back to politics, but you're making it that. And it's so disappointing. I'm just so disappointed in America right now. It's like such a bummer. But anyways, we'll move past that. I want to talk about things that spark joy in my fucking tits. So we're going to talk about that stuff.
Let's do it.
The first thing I want to talk about that's sparking joy. Oh, by the way, I want to read a couple comments too, because I feel like people are just like talking.
Ooh,
There's so much talk. I rage quit an MMORPG last night because they forced a fishing quest line and trapped us in the middle of farming hell. Angus, I've been in 36 hours or something like that. Yeah, that sounds rough. I don't know. I've been playing Gears 5. I've been playing. I got a couple things at the Steam Summer Sale happening right now.
Ooh, you got any good recommendations? I'm a little baffled.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Options. I'd love that.
Let me pull
I've
it
been playing Firewatch.
Firewatch is
Nuka
great.
Nuka Babe gave me Firewatch.
That's
cool
awesome.
Game. I knew nothing about it. She gave it to me for my birthday.
You know what? Have you? Oh, wait, you played Far Cry 4. Far Cry 4 is $6.
Oh, sure.
It's $6 right now. I mean, if
And that game is pretty fun. It's been a number of years.
right? I'm thinking for you, I'm thinking time, because Firewatch is great, but Firewatch is only going to last you a few hours. If you want, like, I bought one of, if you go into Far Cry right now, everything is majorly discounted.
That's cool.
And that will burn for you, that will take up good time. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
Something I guess says the Firewatch opening is so brutal it made me sad as fuck. So get this, I knew nothing about the game. And it's, right around my birthday, and I'm just like, ooh, do you want to check out that new game? And it was like late at night. I was like, let's do it. I thought it was going to be about putting out fires, like keeping up with a bunch of fires from a station. I truly had no clue.
Right.
And then, the intro, I was like, whoa, not what I expected. But now that I'm kind of like into it, I'm really enjoying the drama.
Is the summer sale still going on, guys, or no? I don't know if
I
it's
think
still
so.
happening. But the Firewatch franchise is still super on sale, and I think if you were to I got the whatever the newest one is just for the fuck of it, because I was like, I just want to burn some time off and whatnot. I think what else? Bloodstained Curse of the Night 2 just came out. Oh yeah, it's over. It's over, Carly. But the Firewatch is still on sale. But either way, speaking of video games, here we go. Let's get into it. We've been playing Them's Fightin' Herds over here. Holding McNeely, more like holding a wheelie. I actually like that one more like.
Yeah, you also missed an entrance from one.
Baby, I hear the blues are calling, da salad and scrambled eggs. They're calling again, Dr. Niles Crane. So good to see you in chat.
Oh my God. I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah, for sure.
Please,
My niece.
Tell me about this game, though. I've been curious.
So Them's Fightin' Herds is adorbs. It is literally made by bronies. I was actually reading about it. A community of bronies got together to create a obviously non-licensed My Little Pony inspired fighting game, essentially. So that's why none of the actual My Little Pony characters are in the poster there. It's just hilarious. Lexi's beating the crap out of me at this game. I have to go train. Her main is the llama named Paprika that is up top left, the blonde llama that looks like her. It is the cutest, funniest character, and Lexi is destroying me at it. I haven't picked a main personally. I kind of like Alabama, the cow, but it is huh? I love how she's just hearing this whole thing. I can't hear. The door's closed again. I can't even hear her. She's hearing this in Arizona. I'm so sorry. Arizona is the name of the cow. How dare I? But we've just been having some drinks and actually listening to the new Margot Price album, which is fantastic, and playing Them's Fightin' Herds, and it is hilarious and adorable, and Lexi is legitimately beating the fuck out of me at this fight. I don't know what it's just because it's cute ponies or something. All of a sudden she's amazing at it. And usually I just destroy her or whatever fighting game we're playing, and she's just like, I hate this, but she's just killing it as this fucking llama.
Just found her,
Found her niche.
Found her groove.
It's $15. I don't know if I would necessarily if you. I don't know. I don't know how long it'll keep you, Carly, if you picked it up. I do think it's kind of in your wheelhouse, but it is a fighting game. I don't know how much you'll stay on it. But either way, one of the most annoying things I keep hearing people say about COVID and masks is, oh, I'm so over it. Okay, since you're over it, then it's all over and fine. Great. Yeah, that's the thing. I go outside and I forget my mask sometimes. Man, baby, fat president, and I sigh. And then I walk back inside. And then I put the mask on and I go out. And I'm over it too, but I still fucking wear it, dude. You know what I'm saying? Lexi has stopped letting you win at fighting games. She is done with you. By the way... Yeah. That's
kind of what I mean. Just get rid of the debate, whether it's in your head or with others. Just do it, and that way you aren't in the wrong.
Yeah.
Great. It makes it a hell of a lot less complicated if you just do it.
Absolutely. Also, I should enter the incentives into the game right now. $5, we do an animal impression of your choice. We brought him back from last week. Maybe if you want to make Andrew do the animal impression with us, you'll wait till
I'd love to hear Andrew.
8 o'clock. $10, we choose one of us to perform a karaoke song. Your choice. Carly loves to do the karaoke songs. It sparks joy for her. Hopefully we can get some karaoke at the end of the hour here. You can click that link right there to donate, and I'll be happy to sing some songs for you too. I'm in a mood. I could do it. I think I need to. I think it'll make the serotonin happen. Ring Fit didn't do it.
Nice.
Ring Fit, I was just like, fuck. But I'm still doing Ring Fit, dude. I'm still blasting away at Ring Fit almost every day. All right, what was the game? What was the game, Carly, that was recommended?
The game that was recommended to me was Dark. What was it? Dark?
Set in the Great White North, but it's got great atmosphere, and the survival aspect is so spot on. The systems they have in place are great. Longest I have lasted in the wilderness is 60 days. Oh, yes.
The Long Dark. Forgive me. The Long Dark.
The Long Dark. Ah. Yeah. I am so not a survival game guy, for sure. Yeah. All right. Here we go.
I'm into it.
On from fighting them's fighting herds. What
I
do we
played
got?
some Raft the other day too. I haven't
Uh-huh.
played that in a long time, and I was like, still fun.
That's fun.
Yeah. And
Here
some
we go.
Terraria. Oh, Terraria did an update that the Lady Death Squad gals told me about, and it's pretty cool.
Cool.
New tunes, like a lot of sort of details. Like, for instance, you don't
Man,
have to
baby.
walk up to the door and open it. The door opens when you walk up to it. Like little adjustments. Hey, thanks, John. Oh, is it my turn? Okay,
Yes.
so this isn't a game. Oh, can you make it bigger?
Yeah, I'll just
Show, cover our faces for a minute and show everybody. It's so cool. I just read House of X.
Oh yeah, I'm reading that right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There's not really spoilers in this experience. I won't do that to you, but very cool, sort of interdimensional, also like time travel element. The way the story is told, it's kind of difficult to always know like what timeline you're in.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I was a little confused by what I've read so far. I think I have to start over because
No,
it's been too long.
Well, yeah, you could start over. That's fine. But honestly, they have these sort of information pages that are actually really cool because they look like super secret files. That you're reading.
I've seen some of those.
Yeah, and so some of those are going to help you out. Because early on, I remember seeing things about this one particular Moira, one character, Moira. I was just like, oh, strange. And I read through the whole thing, and it didn't make sense until I was like done with the book.
Okay.
But I really, really enjoyed it. I'm so glad you guys are all loving it. You get to see so many different, people, so many different mutants that even if they're just there for one little, section of the page, they really, look at how gigantic even that cover art is.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Man, it is a truly, mixed up the whole, it's a universal story. And then it also doesn't really follow, there is a timeline. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I should try to
get into it without spoiling anything.
I should try to check it out again. My problem is I keep having to stop whatever I'm reading. I can't really stick with anything because I'll have these weeks where I'll have to read a book, or I had to do. We did Punisher this last week, so I had to kind of stop everything and read Punisher stuff.
I'm gonna grab my book real quick so I can. I want to say that it's a Chris. Oh, I gotta double check.
What else we got? Yeah, I need to do a fucking Ring Fit stream sideshow. I agree with you. Ring Fit is such a good workout. I'm so surprised this fat president absolutes. Very good stuff. And Firewatch House of X are so good. I agree. That's cool.
Such a beaut.
I know. I got it on. I'm doing everything like on tablet now, which you do lose some of that enjoying that like big, fun cover art stuff and having it in your hands like that.
And this is what's badass is at the end. Here we go. House of X 1 through writers. I can look in the back. In the very back of it, they have all of the various cover arts for the different trades, and then this like won't give anything away, but all these different interpretations that I really enjoyed. It was such a nice reward for finishing it that you then like look, they have, I'm getting all excited. They have all the figures.
That's cool.
Figures. And with all the various switchable heads, which I appreciated as a child. I like when you can switch their whole head.
Also, I do need to get back to Children of Dune as well, Hal Dog, and that is also something I'm constantly trying to pick back up. Mm-hmm. Cool.
The cover art that is up there is Mark Brooks.
Awesome. Something I guess says also a comic rec for me is Monstrous, set in a vast fantasy world based off East Asia. A woman, Maika Halfwolf, infiltrates the Kume Federation to find out why her mom was betrayed and killed, all while discovering an ancient monster has awakened within her. This just happens to be during the a standstill in the war between the humans and the magic beings, the Arcanics. It is fucking great, and the art is some of the best art I've ever seen in a comic. There you go. Check out Monstrous, ladies and gentlemen.
Cool.
Monstrous. The Wicked and the Divine was a pretty sweet pickup. The characters in it, like the gods in it, are based on like David Bowie, and
neat.
yeah, it's got a really cool art style. Wicked and the Divine. Check that out. I've only read the first trade, and I kind of want to go back and reread it because I was sort of like, I don't know. I was appreciating the art and stuff. Wicked and the Vine is
Something I guess has read that.
Yeah.
I also really like with Saga. I only got to read the first.
I also
4.
just downloaded the first trade of Saga because we're gonna have to do an episode on that soon. So
Nice.
and
Nice.
so that'll give me an excuse to get into it. All right, speaking of recommendations, you got to get into this, guys. Everyone's already watching this already, probably. Oh, my God. The Floor is Lava. So we're enjoying 2 dumb as fuck TV shows right now. Well, 3 if you want to count Married at First Sight. God, that show is dumb and so much fun to yell about. But Floor is Lava, I think I finally have hit the wall in my soul of... just kind of like I need to watch the dumbest thing possible at the end of the day. You know what I mean? The other one, by the way, Carly, have you heard of Holy Moly?
No.
Holy Moly is like this obstacle course putt-putt game show
Awesome.
where like they're doing putt-putt, but then they also have to do some crazy like obstacle involving like water
that
and
sounds
slingshots
crazy.
and stuff. It's so stupid. It's so fun. And and what's his name? The Elaine's boyfriend, the Devils, that guy. He's really funny as the host, as a co-host of it too. Holy Moly! I really wanted to highlight Holy Moly a little bit more because it's so batshit and stupid as hell and so fun. Check it out. We're watching.
Everybody is discussing.
We're watching season 2 on Hulu, but I don't know where to find season 1. I may have to go back and actually watch season 1. But Floor is Lava, do you know about this show?
I don't, other than I've just played the game.
Man, it's dumb. So the floor is actual, like, it's red. It's like food color water. Pay 103V ELYN. Thank you so much for the tier. I'm sure that's exactly how to say that. I figured.
Pay Evelyn, I think is what it was.
Pay 10 Evelyn.
10 Evelyn.
Pay 10 Evelyn. No, it's actual lava. It might be actual lava. Well, the funniest thing about the show is that, like, when someone falls in the lava, they really try to make it look like they really died in lava. Like, the team members go like, no! And, like, you never see them again. And it's so funny because it was, like, the first time I saw that happen was, like, a mom and her daughter and son. And it was so hilarious because, like, the daughter fell in, and they're like, no! And then they're like, all right, we got to keep going. Like, you know what I mean? It's so hilarious. So they do not actually die the jaw. It's a really fucked up show. But they do hurt themselves really badly. They're not wearing knee pads. They're not wearing any kind of padding whatsoever. And they are like...
a good injury show.
Yeah, they
Like,
are getting hurt. Now, the funniest thing to me about The Floor is Lava... or the funniest thing that I wanted to talk about with The Floor is Lava is the host is really, as they always are in these shows, hacky as fuck, right? Like, everything they say is so hacky. So Lex and I, we decided we were getting drunk. I mean, this is also a great show to watch when you were just too drunk to really do anything real. You know what I mean? So we're drunk. It's Saturday night. And we start betting on who's gonna, like, what teams are gonna win and stuff. We start throwing down some money, right? So essentially what happens is I bet on the second team, and she bet on, like, the first one or whatever, and she ended up, already knew she was gonna win because, like, they already fucked up enough for her team to have already beaten the team I had money on. But I was like, last minute bet. Because one of the teammates' names was Felicia. And I was like, she's going to fall in the water, and he's going to say, bye, Felicia. I bet you anything he's going to do it. And
How much did you bet?
And she fell in the lava. I just matched her. I don't even, what was it, like $20 or something? So I just, like, kind of double or nothing, whatever. And she falls in the lava. He doesn't say it at first. He, like, sort of says other stuff for a little bit. He's like, oh, they lost. The other team lost. But right at the last second, he goes, bye, Felicia. And I was just like, I can't believe it. I can't believe I just fucking called that. It was so funny. It was just like, just like a last minute win for me. It was so good. I mean, to predict that he was going to say a very specific thing, like not only that she was going to fall in the lava, but he was then going to say a very specific thing.
You
Like,
can't tempt a host like that with that setup.
with a person named Felicia, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like, isn't that... what are the origins of By Felicia? Isn't it like racist kind of or whatever to use it like that? Too? It's like...
I don't think it's racist.
my God. It's not Karen.
It's from a movie.
It's from Friday. That's what it is.
Yeah, there you go.
It's from Friday.
I don't remember it being racist though.
So-
Maybe
Well, it's racially tied at least a little. I mean, you know what I mean. I mean, a host with a face that tiny is bound to make the easiest joke. Was so funny. Ice Cube said it. Yeah. All right, I get it. It's from Friday.
turning left.
Good Lord.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right, I'm
Hold it.
gonna kick it over to Carly. But before I do, I just want to
Hold
make
it,
mention.
hold it.
Just want to make mention of the incentives. $5, we do an animal impression of your choice. $10, you choose one of us to perform a karaoke song. Would love to perform for you guys at the end of the hour here before we bring on our first guest. Streamlabs.com. There's the link. Any amount is greatly appreciated. Of course, split with my guests, Carly, or I guess split with my co-host, Carly, on the Week in Review. All right, Carly, what do you got for us next? You've got a picture of some wood.
Picture of wood.
It's so funny the difference between mine and mine are all like TV shows, and because I'm in the city and I'm only really doing like just watching and playing things, and then yours is just like a dog. So
I saw it.
here we go.
So you have to blow this up too so that they can really look at it. So
Yeah.
we went back to the sawmill over the weekend, and this time we were making lumber out of cedar. Okay, now cedar is really interesting. Look at how fucking beautiful that is. Can you believe it? I love all of the knots and swirly parts, but like if you get lumber, you know, I don't know, maybe some people seek it out, but you can get cedar that's all this dark red color, right? The sawdust is also pink, like the sands of Dune. Like it just looks unreal because the color is so vibrant, and the smell is amazing. And yesterday, so we're in this sort of clearing in the woods where this friend has all his equipment, and usually I'm eaten alive by mosquitoes. Like I actually spray myself with the 43% DEET. What? I've never even seen a mosquito spray that has that much DEET, but it's what it usually takes. Get this, because mosquitoes don't like cedar and all of the, you know, general aroma, no mosquitoes yesterday. So I think these things are really fascinating. I think we also saw a baby rattlesnake when we were taking all the
Cool.
different pieces of wood and like load them up on the truck. I think it was a baby rattlesnake.
Very
We
cool.
didn't confirm it, but it was interesting. Anyway, I am just very dreamy about cedar because last time we were doing ash, which looked very different, and then maple. Also, I saw the difference in that, and maple has that like caramely color. Anyway, I'm learning about lumber, and these are all trees that were not cut down to make this wood. This is stuff that was like salvaged essentially. So it's
There you
really
go.
cool to make all this neat stuff out of what people would burn, you know?
All right, there's the wood corner from Carly. Thank you for talking about wood. And I want to talk about Catherine. That's another one, actually. I don't know if it's still on sale, Carly, but I fucking love Catherine. I did my first playthrough this last week, rather, and I want to do my second play. There's 8 different endings in Catherine Classic. Have you heard of this game before?
No, I haven't. I'm trying to guess what kind of game it is.
You would never guess what kind of game this is. Okay. So this is a game where you're this guy.
Spy.
You're this dude, and you have a girlfriend named Catherine with a K. And I'm definitely still horny over it's a weirdly horny game. So I was worried I wouldn't enjoy it either, the jaw, but I super enjoyed the mechanic of the game, actually, because I like puzzle stuff like that. I like Tetris. I like that kind of thing. So anyways, you are this you're this dude with a girlfriend named Catherine with a K. And you go and get drunk with your buddies. You're talking about stuff, and you're kind of having issues with her. And then you meet this girl named Catherine with a C, who's this, like, ridiculous anime, blonde, bombshell, cutesy chick, right? And then you go to sleep. And every time you go to sleep, you're surrounded by these sheep men, and you have, like, sheep horns. And it's like this weird, like, semi-religious game. Or dream or whatever, and you have to keep climbing these towers. And to climb the towers, you have to pull and move around these blocks in different ways and like create paths and stairs and just try to get to the top of this tower. And there are boss battles where essentially these, like, at one point, Catherine with a K is like, I think I'm pregnant. And then your dream that night, the boss battle is this giant monster baby that's like chasing you up the wall. And I really just enjoyed that. It definitely has its issues. There's certain things. I think they actually fixed it. They did a re-release of this game with like an extra character in it and like extra endings that I think they fixed some of the control scheme stuff that gets annoying. But for the most part, I was like so hooked on this game. I had to know where the story was going to go. And the story is really fun, and the way that it works out and everything by the end. It's like 8 nights of dreams that you go through these block puzzles. And then the next day, you'll have story stuff, and then you'll end up at the bar, and then you'll walk around the bar and talk to people. It's very Twin Peaks inspired. It's by the people who made the Persona games. And I just love this. It just has really crazy style. It has really cool... that has just really, really fascinating stuff. It is super weird and horny for sure, but like I enjoyed that element of it. Like I liked that it was like that, and just especially for games, it's just such a weird thing. And yeah, so I did the good guy ending. Like I did the nice guy choices because there are choices in the game, and I did the nice guy choices to get the very good nice guy ending. There's a true ending, but you have to like do a bunch of shit that I don't think I really want to do in order to make that happen. And then there's the evil bad guy ending too, right? And I think that you end up actually. Well, I guess I don't want to give anything away because
Don't tell me.
It's very fun. It was on sale for like $10, and I just thought it was really cool, and just have been really, really into it. So that's my fucking thing that I have to say. Okay, and that's my Catherine corner. Oh, and I don't know when I'm going to fit this in. I just talked about how I want a week off desperately, but I do kind of want to maybe do my Catherine bad guy playthrough on stream. We'll see if it happens. I'll see. But either way, yeah, I'm thinking about doing the evil dude stuff. Speaking of good and evil, I also started playing Knights of the Old Republic, which is so dated graphically, but still clearly a well-made game. And that, again, and I only bring that up because I'm always dealing with this situation where I'm like, I'm going to go evil this game and like get all the cool evil powers and stuff. Like, that'll be fun. And then I start playing and I'm immediately like, I just don't want to be a fucking dick to people. It just sucks.
Not even in a pretend world.
Not even in a pretend world. I hate walking around just being a fucking asshole to everybody. You know what I mean? It just sucks. So everyone's always so upset with you, so I gotta be not. Yeah, I just like don't want to be an ass. Like I'll do it in Catherine because it's a little more cut and dry, and I have to see at least one of the other endings. I kind of want to see like all the endings, but I'm playing Jedi Fallen Order on and off, and it's so frustrating at times. I enjoyed Fallen Order. That's the newest one, right? Don't I have it on my desktop? Yeah, I enjoyed Fallen Order quite a bit. But I also love Souls games, and it's very Souls-like. So, yeah, also just ratchet that difficulty down to easy if you're finding it frustrating because of difficulty. Because fuck it. No one gives a shit. All right, here we go.
Sounds like a game.
A horse! Let's
Oh.
talk about a horse.
Well, the third thing was something that happened yesterday. We get a text message that says, hey, could you let the horses out? Because the horses go out at the end of the day because it's so hot all day. There's one horse here that would get a sunburn because he's very pale. And so everybody has to stay in the barn during the day and they get to go out at night. So it's that time. I've never done it before. Someone else always takes care of it. I was like, what do I have to do? They're like, you just undo the gate, let him go. So I climbed back there. I should also say we had been drinking a wee bit, So it was a little, I'd say doop de doop de doop de do. And I go to open the gate, and the horses immediately run through 3 gates that are usually shut. Like, I never see them open. They run basically through 1, through 2, and then the 3rd.
Oh, no.
Them 3. And I was like, okay, I need help with this one. And I go back. I'm just like, yeah, so the horses, a couple of them are just wandering around, so I need some help to solve this problem. And completely sobered up. It's like it's a genuine nightmare I've had.
Of course.
This is why I've never done it. Because I'm just like, someone else can do it. But I was assured that it was, no big deal. And what's the first thing I do? But let the horses go. Like, insanity. So then we basically, it was me and Byron basically just like corralled them around, corralled them around, and we got them back into the fenced off area, and then it was about getting them to go the right way. But anyway, that's new. That's a new thing.
Fantastic.
I've corralled horses now. Oh, and I got to ride the pony.
There's horse corner for you, and you got to ride the pony. That is some gangster shit, Carly, says Sideshow.
Honestly, it was kind of crazy. Oh, one of them, who is the grumpiest of the horses, was doing full on like kick, like bucking and stuff, and going like, and they were going, and it was like very dramatic.
Yeah, I actually saw.
So the pony's for the children, but it's not ready to be like ridden yet. So I'm breaking the pony. So I rode the pony while Byron's mom took me around on a rope, like in a circle, and I was like, never in my life did I think I was gonna be like 37 riding a pony with like someone leading me around.
Yeah. That's so funny.
But if you ride it, we didn't put a saddle on it. You have to squeeze with your legs. You have to hold on. I'm telling you, the other thing, you're just gonna be like, whoa! Like just, I've never been without a salad. Yeah, like a 5-year-old. It was insane. I was cracking up. But the pony did very well and is getting better.
Nice.
Very
Very good. There you go. That's horses. All right, I've got the weekend freakouts to close us out of here.
Yay!
I think that's the only other
Did
thing.
you find some
right?
good ones?
Yeah, I'd say I found some good ones. Yeah. There's freakouts of the week. Here we go. Yeah, I found some good ones. It's tough. That's another one of the things that's getting me down. Is my public freakouts have been completely destroyed. The page is terrible now. It's all just protests and stuff, and I'm glad we're getting the word out on that. But I want my freakouts back, Carly. I want my freakouts back.
Hey, one Reddit thread that I discovered today was called, it's when things just go horribly wrong. When somebody proposes in a really audacious way and the person just says no.
I don't know what the subreddit is. You want this?
I forget.
All right, well, there you go.
Fantastic. I'll let you know. I'll figure it out.
All right, well, let's do this first one. Woman splashes man with mop water in front of janitor. Man returns the favor with the intensity of 1,000 suns. All right, here we go. You ready for this?
I am.
All right, and go.
Muting it.
All right, and then he's like, fuck that. You get the whole thing. You can't go splashing people with the mop water like that. You're going to get the bucket, girl. You're going to get the bucket. Watch People Die Inside? Is it our Watch People Die Inside?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
That's definitely a common one. That's a good one.
Thank you.
I enjoyed that one. Let's watch that again in case you missed it. She splashes
Yeah, I
him,
want to do it again.
instigating the fight, and then he gives her the bucket. So here we go. First of all, you're nasty putting your hand in a random bucket of mop water at the subway. And fucking
Seriously.
that's nasty already. Like, come on, you're just gonna walk.
Rude.
You're going to walk home with that nasty-ass hand for the rest of the day just to get a little splish splash on a dude? All right, but then he says, fuck that, grabs the look how good. That is such good execution.
Yeah, that guy's like, I'll take care of this.
That is
man.
great execution. I wish I could handle a conflict like that. Is just so, he just nailed it. And I don't know what happened before. Maybe she didn't deserve it for some crazy, maybe he started it. But, I would have just let the water splash go and live without destroying the lady. I mean, I guess, but you get what you get what you throw out there.
I don't think you should be able to be rude like that. That's disgusting. Like that's unsanitary.
That she did
obviously.
with her. Yeah, because what's cool is like, he seemingly didn't really get much on him. It's dude. Come on, mop bucket water. That is nasty, son.
Yeah, I don't mind that somebody. I mean. He doesn't hit her in the head with the bucket, does he?
That's the only thing. It looks like he may have caught. I don't think he was trying to hit her in the head with a bucket, but he may have kind of caught her a little bit with the bucket. Yeah. But it doesn't look like it hurt too bad. This one is for Carly. She's a man baby from Skull Chairs. Thank you so much. There's a YouTube link right there, Carly. So why don't I will put it in chat. How about that? And then you can pull it up, and you will do a song for us really soon here because we've got to bring on Andrew. Here, let me put this in chat. Get it set up, Carly, and. Yeah, let's move on to the next video. I just put that link in chat. All right, here's the next one. Old woman thinks spitting will be effective, but gets slapped. Old woman thinks spitting will be effective, but gets slapped into another dimension instead. And again, you want to start shit, you're going to get it coming right back at you. There might be a little bit of a theme today. Actually, it totally is. I just realized the theme of the day is sweet revenge on people being shitty in public. So here we go. Watch this. This is a quick one, okay? This is super fun. All right, you'll see her spit, and then you will see. It's so funny, and I'm going to turn the volume all the way up because to hear it really helps. Here we go. There's the spit. Whoa! Everybody goes, whoa! Look at this. Oh! Oh! At the very end, too, she's like, oh! I think she's way overacting. I don't think it really was that bad, but I love it still. It's so funny to see her act like that. All right, let's watch it again. This is great. So there you go. All right, you don't spit on people because you get the hand, girl. Did you hear the thing at the very end? She goes, yeah. So good. Oh, I love it. That's such a fun one.
That's not okay.
That's such a fun one. What, the slapping or the spitting?
No, that you don't spit on people.
Yeah, you don't spit on people. It's nasty. It's nasty.
Again, very rude.
Very rude. I'm happy to see a person get slapped for doing this. It's so great.
I would say get corrected.
The thing that will get your shit pushed in is spitting. You can't do that. It's so gross. It's so gross. It's yeah, true. Spitting on people these days is attempted murder. This is an old video,
sure,
so I don't think it's a COVID thing. No one's wearing masks, obviously, or anything like that. But yeah. Hold on, I posted a knockout video in the roundtable group you might like if you haven't seen. All right, cool. I'll check it out. It's always fun. The knockout videos are fun to a point, but they also get a little upsetting, especially when they're fighting on concrete and the person smacks their fucking head, because then it's just like, ugh, that's just, that person's, fucked for the rest of their life. All right, Carly? Where'd you go? I'll answer some comments here while we wait for Carly. I wanted to see these things, you know what I mean? Spitting on someone these days could be attempted murder. We already read that. Holden, I posted. I already read that. Dude, what is going on? Yeah, this is BC. This is before COVID, for sure. This is an old one. This is an oldie but a goodie, for sure. Well, I guess oh, there you are. All right, cool. I'm playing I'm doing the next video again. You get what's coming to you. These two girls ordered cake to take selfies and didn't pay because, quote, we didn't eat or touch them. And this is in Ukraine. These are some Insta B words. And there you go. What you both drinking? I'm just drinking water right now, but I'm about to have some kind of a something as we bring in our guest. I think some kind of a pre-made gin cocktail.
Boozy seltzer, but not liquor seltzer.
Here we go. These two girls ordered cake to take selfies and didn't pay because, quote, we didn't eat or touch them, and hit play. Yeah, they're being dismissive. They're being mean. These guys are like, go fuck yourself. You get the cake. You get the cake, B-word. You get the cake, B-word. So good, dude. I mean, come on, bro. You gotta love that shit, right? Very funny. I mean, as long as the
Selfie
context is
now.
correct. We need to watch that 5 more times. Yeah, here we go. Here's another one. Here's another go around. I love the guy, the gas from the guy too. I also love that she then in return tries to throw water at the guy, and it's like this tiny little splish of water. This is the best use of Let Them Eat Cake. So funny. All right, we actually got to keep it moving here. This is the last one.
Okay.
Always
I
in on
also
it.
love though that the guy in the background is just like, I see nothing. I
Yeah.
see nothing. I don't see anything. What are you talking about?
This is the last one. A dog groomer has lost her dog a few months ago, so one of her coworkers decided to surprise her with a new pup. She thought she was grooming a client's dog the whole time. Get ready to cry, chat.
Yes, Miss Epp, we just wanted to call and let you know that your dog Cotton was ready to go now.
Lexi coming in to get in on that cute dog action.
Are we?
Oh, Cotton. It is very cute. What is that?
It's her take-home bag.
What are y'all doing?
It's her take-home bag.
I don't have a dog yet.
Yes. Don't cry. Oh, you're crying. Oh, no.
Look at that cute dog, too. How cute is that pup, too? Unbelievable. How sweet is that? I fucking love that. I know, right? Isn't that so sweet? Especially because she lost her dog, right? I mean, and she's, you know.
Well,
it's
and
so
she's
nice.
just been grooming it this whole time, being like, "Oh, sweet little dog," and then be like, "It's for me."
So cool. Anyways, I would play it again, but we actually have to keep it moving. Do your song, Carly, because we got to bring on Andrew.
All right, we're doing "Against the Wind" by Bob Seger. So, let me know if the sound is weird.
It's I heard it really well just now. I will say that.
Okay, yeah,
So
sorry. Okay. I think we got this. And thanks. Seems like yesterday, but it was long ago. Janie was lovely, she was the queen of my nights. There in the darkness with the radio playing low and secrets that we shared, the mountains that we moved, caught like a wildfire out of control, till there was nothing left to burn and nothing left to prove. And I remember what she said to me, how she swore that it never would end. I remember how she held me oh so tight. Wish I didn't know what I didn't know then. Against the wind, we were running against the wind. We were young and strong, and we were running against the wind. And years rolled slowly past, and I found myself alone, surrounded by strangers I thought were my friends. Found myself further and further from my home, and I guess I lost my way. There were oh so many roads. I was living to run and running to live. Never never worried about paying or even how much I owe. Moving 8 miles a minute for months at a time, breaking all the rules that would bend. I began to find myself searching for shelter again and again. Against the wind, a little something against the wind. I found myself seeking shelter against the wind. I've never done this tune, but I kind of realized at some point, it's like, I know good portions of it. With a few.
I'm dancing. I know. I was grabbing my drink too, though.
Oh, it's an excellent tune. I mean, really takes you there. Oh, they were hoping you would dance.
No, still not gonna. This is a good lake tune.
Oh.
I'd love a lake right now.
Well, those drifters' days are past me now. I got so much more to think about. Deadlines and commitments, what to leave in, what to leave out. Against the wind,
Still running.
I'm still running against the wind.
Still running.
I'm older now, but still running against the wind.
Running.
Oh, well, I'm older now, but still running against the wind. Against the wind.
Thanks, Sideshow.
Against the wind.
Featuring Jeff Sprawl from Cocktails on the other Monday night.
Against the wind. I'm still running against the
I'm
wind.
running.
I'm still running. I'm still running. I'm still running against. I'm against it. I'm running against the wind. Running against the wind. See the young man run. Oh, watch the young man run. Oh, watch a young man running. They'll be running against the wind. Let the cowboys ride. Oh, let the cowboys run. They'll be running against the wind. Against the wind. Oh, it's slowly fading away.
And it fades away. Beautiful job, Carly. If you'd like to hear some more karaoke from us, that's the link and the incentive amount. And we haven't done an animal impression tonight. I have sent Andrew Short the invite to come hang out with us from, of course, The Story Must Be Told and The Cowman. Gonna be a fantastic hang. And then it's really more of a surprise guest for Carly. I don't think it's going to blow you guys' mind away, our final guest, but it should be a really fun hang as well. So there we go. That's what's up. Any guesses while we wait for Andrew to come in? What are your 3 guesses for who it could be, Carly? I made a joke about it being one of her ex-boyfriends, but that really would have been funny if I had done that. That would have been funny.
Just even you asking any of them, being like, "So we did this thing.
Come do this thing, yeah. Come. I just want to
Yes,
fucking
right.
fuck with Carly. So could you come do this? All right, what do you got?
Danny Bedrosian.
Okay,
I don't know. I haven't talked to Danny in a while. That'd be fun.
okay, that's a good guess. She about to get saved on stream. It is not Jesus Sideshow. Absolutely not.
I think. Oh, what if it's Annie Letterman?
Good guess. I should
be
see if she
fun.
wants to do it.
I
Is
haven't
not
talked to
Annie
her in a
Letterman.
while. I would enjoy that.
Yeah, she'd be fun. Be a good
Dan Saint Germain. My third guess.
Interesting. Okay. I feel like I wouldn't surprise you with Dan or Annie.
I was just looking for left field a little bit.
I'd just be like, I got Annie. I got,
I
Interesting.
haven't hung out with Annie well. That'd be fun.
Interesting. That would be fun. I will get him if you want to have him. I'll get him. We should talk about guests you want me to seek out because I'm always kind of. I just kind of pick people I want to like hang out with for a little bit or whatever. But I feel like I also, we could get new people on. It is not Roundtable of the Year, Michael Che. I did. He was almost gonna do the charity stream. 5 from Vangaloid. Thank you so much. Do a golden marmoset. Golden marmoset. Okay, I believe that probably sounds like this. Lalit. Something like that. I'd have to look it up because I'm just completely making a guess.
I have no idea what a marmoset sounds like either. I'm gonna imagine it might be something like a hamster a little bit, or like a.
Right. That's just your dolphin. That's just you trying to do your dolphin.
Oh no,
again.
it's not. I didn't mean.
It's
for it
kind
to
of what
be.
I feel like that is a little bit.
Let's see. How about a golden marmoset growling though? Okay, I'll do something.
Okay.
Like.
All right, let's find out what an actual golden
like that.
marmoset sounds like. How about that? Because I don't think that's what it is. Let's see. Hold on.
They squeak apparently like a hamster or a gerbil. Okay, sounds like kind of close.
All right. Sounds of the
marmoset.
I can't even find it. I have a golden lion tamarin. Here's a marmoset baby talk.
Every
Pork,
parent, this
I have
process
no
is
problem
dependent.
Oh, wait, no,
looking
this
like
is
a
not.
madman. It's a monkey. Oh, okay, so
Dude, there's not even... Maybe because I misspelled it or something? Dude, this fucking doesn't even exist, bro. You're trying to get us to an animal that doesn't even fucking exist, dude.
it exists.
Golden
Look up a marmoset. They probably all sound the same.
Is a tamarin a marmoset? Because I type it in, then it pops up
Probably.
with
Tamarin is also.
let's just hear what a
Similar.
tamarin sounds like.
My
Oh
first
wow,
guess-
it's such a whistle.
My first guess was kind of right. It's like a dolphin.
It's actually, yeah, it is kind of, but it's so high.
It's painful.
Like I'd have to push my vocals. Yeah. Okay.
Not fun to listen to.
It's a monkey that's like the size of your finger. Yeah. It's small. It's definitely small. For sure. Are you trying to do Michael Jackson? I know, right? Now I'd have to get my balls cut off to do that. Did you hear that about that? How they think Michael Jackson, because they used to do it in the old opera days.
Yeah, Strati.
To get you to be a soprano or whatever for life, they cut your balls off. They castrate you. And they say they think that that's what happened to
I'm
Michael.
Sure your cats did not enjoy
to
that
Michael
story.
Jackson. All right, cool. We've got Andrew coming in very soon. He says his new computer is bugging out. 1 sec, no prob.
Oh, you got a new computer? That's
I
nice.
guess that's fun. Chemically, do they chemically? How do you chemically castrate someone? Just pour some acid on their balls, or whistle through your teeth for that high sound?
Yeah, I can't.
I can't do
can't
that.
do that.
Someone did ask. I guess I'll bring this back up. Because I think it was the jaw was like, what toothpaste you use, Carly? Because your teeth are so sparkly.
My goodness.
I just use the one that I get
it's
with
the
Quip.
Arm & Hammer, the baking soda one.
Mm.
I remember when I first tried it, I was like, yuck, I hate it. And then it grew on me, and now other toothpaste tastes weird.
Interesting. Yeah, I think I know. Yeah, because it's like kind of powdery a little bit, right?
It has a little grit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little gritty. I think that's what threw me off in the.
That's really nice of you guys to say that. I think it could also be a little bit of the sunshine pouring in and washing me out.
Yeah,
like, but
particularly. I when they said it, I looked and I was like, yeah, they're particularly white.
Cool. That's great because I
Yeah.
drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah. Alan Turing got
Oh,
chemically
right. So
castrated for being
sweet.
gay. Wow.
Right. Oh, his life was not easy.
No. It
You
was
know much
not.
about him?
The salt in it's supposed to be better than
basically
whatever
invented the
abrasive stuff they
computer.
use in other toothpaste, says Liquid Courage. So maybe I'll have to look into it. I just use whatever the Quip toothpaste is.
Yeah, his
for
life
sure.
really is. It's wow. I
What did
mean,
he do?
He created the computer basically to. He created a secret code solving machine.
Oh, I thought
created
he invented
how
like
early-
this briefcase or something like that.
Well,
Alan,
it was just a machine that could do several calculations. A thinking machine, and it was huge, and it was very very controversial.
she's a man, baby. Alaskan Thunderfuck. Thank you so much. Roar like a lion
go.
for my 3-year-old who won't go to bed because we are watching this stream. Let's do it.
Okay. Good roar.
That was a sound I make when I come. Carly, what you got?
Okay.
Oh, I guess I shouldn't have said that for the 3-year-old or whatever, but they probably don't understand what
When
that is.
I come to
Come to the
party,
bakery.
the
Yeah.
garden party.
Thank you, Alaskan
All right.
Thunderfuck. All right, there. What do you got?
Let me see.
It was so powerful it clipped off a little bit.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I want to get like that MGM studio, like that part.
Now, yeah, it's got to be like a long. Yeah, that's the thing. You almost got to
Really
step back from the
trying
mic.
to give you an authentic roar. Pain at the end.
We're trying to do lion roars right now because we're doing animal noises tonight, Pastor Andrew. Okay. That was like that sounded like sort of
For the challenge.
that sounded like the office worker lion or something. You know what I mean?
I
That's
think I was doing more of a dinosaur.
your lion sounds
Hard
like
to get a lion.
yeah. You were more like a
Okay,
yeah.
I
Try
got one.
yeah, okay.
You got a lion?
Meow 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 meow. Kitty cat.
Fantastic.
Oh my god.
Fantastic.
It is so good to see
It
you.
is so good to see you. How are
I
you
miss
doing?
you. I'm doing
Thanks so
well.
much. Are you having fun out there?
I am. I'm working hard and like waking up early and stuff, which is different.
Uh,
And cooking.
Andrew, can you
Oh my
turn your
gosh.
microphone up for us a little bit?
Yes.
Also, make sure go into audio settings in Zoom and make sure that the button that says automatically adjust volume is turned off.
Unchecked. Oh, maybe it's my try now. Ooh,
I love it.
how's that? Better?
Perfect.
Okay,
Perfect.
cool. It was going through the processor.
Gotcha.
I got this brand new computer and it keeps not working and it was very expensive. So it was very,
What'd you get, a
It all come
PC?
together.
I got a Mac Mini,
Gotcha.
and I do like it. It just I think I fucked it up somehow setting it up like an idiot. I have no idea. Do I sound all right though?
I
Yeah.
think he's better now, right? and did you make sure that box is unchecked that says automatically adjust volume?
It's turned off. Yeah. that's
Okay,
turned
great. So you
off,
should be
yeah.
good. You could probably
Okay.
be a little louder maybe, but I think you're good.
Okay, tight. Here we go. Check. How's that?
Better. Love it.
Very good.
Good.
Very good.
All right. That's a very nice microphone.
You also have excellent lighting in your living
Thank
room
you.
area there, where you just
It's
are
very
you like
bespoke.
the 70s. Like,
You got to see it. This I got all this like authentic Japanese stuff from my parents. They
I love it.
moved.
yeah.
So I have like these are real Japanese watercolors from like the 50s, and then I
Oh,
got
that's
just a ton
beautiful.
of like stuff off Amazon, except for that cheap shit over my shoulder. But it's all like super zen. The carpet's bamboo. It's like amazing. I
That's
walk around the house
awesome.
in tatami sandals. I'm going crazy, guys.
That's awesome.
Dude, you look very cozy.
I'm a cozy boy.
So Andrew, the world's been dying to know recently. If you were to be eaten alive by a wild animal, what are we going with?
Ooh, I would do a lot of small animals.
Ugh.
Like
Why?
You know, in Jurassic, I think it's Jurassic Park 2 when Peter
Ah.
Stormare gets eaten by all the tiny dinosaurs.
Uh-huh.
I'd want people to be hiking with their family and be like, "Oh, what's that sound?" Is I'm just going, "Ah!" I'm like pulling them off my face and stuff. So a hungry family of foxes.
That's a good one. I'm gonna go with like a Upper West Side, like rich bourgeoisie family.
And just get eaten by them.
Because they're gonna fucking, you know what I mean? They're gonna marinate me, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
They're gonna like add some cool textures and spices. Sure, I'll be alive, but at least I'll kind of appreciate what they're doing to me a little bit. You know, and I'd be like, what is that? Is that like what are you using? Is that Old Bay? You know what I mean? Like, which would be kind of fun.
They like bathe you first.
Yeah, right?
It would be a whole thing.
Oh yeah, dude. I'd become the animal.
boy.
Yeah, wash the
Wash
boy.
him.
Maybe even try to kind of sneak a handy out of the wife a little bit. You know
Oh,
what I
big
mean?
time.
Kind of be like,
It's your
hey,
last
you know,
one.
I know I'm kind of done after this. Maybe if you could sort of give me one of those, a big S stroke, that would be kind of cool. Something like that. Carly, what are you going with?
All right. Probably like a deep sea creature. Like something just
Terrifying to me.
unfathomable. Yeah, but the thing is, I'll die pretty quick because I'll either drown or the sea monster.
I would love a scientist to actually explain to me what would happen if I was swallowed alive by a blue whale.
Like the steps.
That's the thing is,
Yeah.
I don't think I thought
Yeah.
about that. I thought about that. That's not how their brill work.
Oh, okay.
That's why. Well, that's why it would
Yeah,
be so
probably an
terrible. You
octopus,
should
probably
be so
like a
lucky it would chew
kraken.
you.
I'd probably want to die by kraken.
See, that's so scary. That's my worst nightmare, is being held up by a tentacle and fucking with like a, and
No, I
seeing the
just want it
eyes open
done
wide and then like dropped it.
fast.
That's literally what people film in movies to scare an audience. That's how you want to be
Your
eaten
friends
alive.
on the boat see you
end.
one last time.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, that exactly.
Stand back, you bastards!
But I don't want it to be slow. And I was thinking a shark at first, because they're pretty efficient.
Ooh,
But I also
drowning
don't want,
though.
I don't want to keep making sharks look bad. Because sharks actually don't really, kill that many people.
Yeah, it's true, but when they do, don't they do kind of like they grab you and they fucking swing you around
Like I
a
said,
bunch?
but if you're underwater, then you can just drown your way out of it.
Drowning is the most painful way to die.
Hey guys, I'm having some people over, and if you don't want to hang out, you can just drown your way out of it. That sounds cool. Are you gonna go? Yeah, I'll probably drown my way out of it though.
Okay, a lion would be very efficient. They would just go for your jugular, and then you're probably dead. I see. When I think of what might be terrifying, I thought of like hyenas.
Yeah,
I
they
feel
break
like
bones.
you said like being.
They
torn
play
apart by
games
lots
with.
of
They play
little
poker
things.
with your
Yeah,
shit.
I
Like
want
they
one that's
fucking
just
make
gonna be
bets
like-
on your
yeah.
on your shit. It's a game for them. Totally, I get it. I maybe like yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like bears too kind of like to fuck with you a little bit. They kind of
Oh
like to.
yeah, dude, they crunch you. And every bear attack, like survivor story that I hear, they say the thing you can't get out of your head is the crunching noise.
Ugh,
Like you hear
Right.
it crunching you.
dude.
As it's just like fucking you up.
Dude,
it
have
has,
you
it has
seen-
like razor blades. For hands.
You've seen Grizzly Man probably like 18 times.
Nobody must
Only
hear
once.
this. It must be destroyed.
It's like the best phrase. It's the best statement ever. And everyone knows who's seen that movie what he's referring to. It's the best part of the movie. That movie is so good. Have you seen it, Carly?
I have, yes.
It is so fun. It's so weird. It's perfect Herzog because it is both hilarious and completely fucking disturbing
gut wrenching.
all at once. Like he
No one
somehow
can hear
manages
this.
to make it so maddeningly funny.
That's true.
Destroy this.
Yeah, I was just looking for an efficient murdering animal that I wouldn't try because I think with a bear I would still try to survive because I know like tips.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
try to defeat a kraken.
I wonder what the fairest animal
epic.
is.
The fairest of them all.
Like which animal? Well, yes. First of all, the fairest.
Like
of
what the
them all.
mirror would fucking say was like the Snow White of
The prettiest.
the prettiest animal.
But then the fairest, in the sense, like, what would give you a clean shake if it killed you? Like, what would do it in a nice?
Gotcha.
Oh,
Like,
I
it's
see.
being
Gotcha.
fair. It's like, dude.
That's why I think a lion. I think
Uh,
the lion's just gonna jugular.
it's
you.
just going to try to take you out. It's like serial killers, right? You don't want to process. You want a product serial killer, not a process serial killer.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
process serial killer is one that wants to give you the hard R and keep you alive
That's-
as long
that's
as possible and like mess
Yeah.
with you and torture you and stuff, right? BTK or whatever, right? You want a product animal that just is trying
yeah.
to get you
Just kinda
dead,
done.
and then it can fuck your body and do whatever kind of what. Is
100%.
that
I'd be
kid still
crazy
watching?
about that.
That's the 3-year-old boy still
No,
watching.
I think they had to go to bed.
They might have had to go to bed, but either way, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's gonna be, probably lions would probably just be like, just get this dude dead. I'm just trying to feed my family over here or whatever,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, is there a really good venom that kills you fast?
I'm sure probably the best way to go is gonna be venom from like the most deadly snake or spider, like, cause you'll be done
Not
so
spider,
quick.
though.
Some venom, though, will like make you bleed but not die. So that way you like stay alive and don't rot very quickly.
Right.
So you could get a bad venom.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like, I wonder how long does it take for a black mamba to kill you? Those are the I almost said the most evil snakes of them all. No, everyone knows that's the California evil snake. No, the black mamba. Like, how long would it take?
I don't know. We have to. How long would it take for what? For what to kill you?
A black mamba to kill you, apparently.
Black mamba.
no idea.
And is it one of those ones that makes your nervous system like bug out? I'm gonna
To
race you.
die. I think it was featured in Kill
It's
Bill.
not race-
Yeah, yeah.
It can occur within as little as 20 minutes after injection.
That dude, I would so much rather get bit by something and bleed out.
How?
20
Yeah.
minutes?
You also
20
hallucinate,
minutes.
lose your mind a little bit, because that's fine. I can
Most
just-
known fatalities have occurred within 30 minutes to 3 hours or longer.
Is a snake is eating you? Just
Oh. Yeah, that's a nightmare scenario.
Dude, and don't even get me
Slow
started
snake.
about the fucking Nicaraguan swollen dick snake. What this snake does, this snake actually it bites you, goes for your dick, bites you on your dick. That's where the poison gets in. It actually makes your penis so enlarged, so huge, and then it literally sucks your dick to
And it
death. It
pops.
sucks
Yeah.
all your blood out through your dick, and you're just sitting there going like, oh fuck, but you're still hard because of the venom or whatever that it puts in. It just makes you hard. Like, they actually use some of it in Viagra or whatever, but it makes so and then it drinks. It's like a fucking dick vampire. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's its Latin name. It's dick vampire. And it streams a video of it doing it the
Yeah.
whole time you're dying.
The whole
you
time. So
know,
it's so embarrassing.
it's super
It's got
embarrassing.
fucking 40,000 followers. It's so unfortunate.
You remember it's the day your grandma got a cell phone too, so you just know she's tuning in.
Oh, it's the worst, dude. To have your grandmother watch you fucking snake suck your dick to death live on Facebook.
No.
That's so
no.
embarrassing, bro.
Yeah, man. Bring me the black mamba.
That's so embarrassing. She's just like, oh, what's
That's
on the,
nice, yeah.
CNN? Oh, I shouldn't wear masks. It's, whatever, like saying, which is dumb on her already or whatever on her part. And then it's like, oh, like she's just seeing, you know what I mean?
Or she goes, now this I can get used to.
And the
then
worst
it's a
part about
Viagra
it, because it
commercial.
really, the more embarrassed you are on death, the more delicious your blood tastes. So it makes your dick hard, but it also makes your dick look really tiny somehow. It's like both really hard, but the tiniest you could get it. And then it's so embarrassing, right? And sometimes it'll use its tail while it's sucking your dick to death. It'll use its tail to like tickle your asshole. To just because it knows it's fucking with you, man. It's so embarrassing, dude.
For a second, I realized that my reaction face to your tiny hard dick in this scenario was like this. Then I realized that's what it looks like.
Yeah, that is exactly what it looks like. Oh man, as much fun as I'm having, I got some bounce, got some sketty and meatballs calling my name. Dude, that sounds delicious.
That's
Great
my
hanging
man.
out with y'all. Have a good one. Thank you so much, Sideshow. Hey, another reminder about donations. If you'd like to get us to sing some karaoke or do an animal impression, $5 for an animal impression of your choice. $10 to choose one of us to perform a karaoke song of your choice. You can donate right there. I bet even Andrew might
Andrew has a
serenade us.
Beautiful voice.
Oh, I'm a songbird of a boy.
Right? Dude,
Yeah.
how much of a boy, like what was the day, can you remember the day you felt most like a boy?
100%. It was my dad woke me up and he said, "Hey, sport, it's time for baseball practice." And I rolled out of bed, and my whole family was just gathered around the TV. And they're like, it was very quiet and very weird, and I couldn't tell what was happening. And John F. Kennedy had been assassinated
my
that
God.
day.
Oh my God.
And yeah, I saw his head blow off on TV. And then I just had a really good baseball practice. My dad got me an ice cream cone on the way home.
That's nice.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah.
Was he
You were
cry-
the
but he
truest
was
of
crying. He was weeping.
He was humiliated too. Yeah,
He was
just
getting his dick sucked by a snake. Yeah, I bet, dude.
yeah. And he was like, "Your mother should have driven you."
Welcome to the Week in Review, ladies and gentlemen. Every week, every other week, Carly and I talk about our week. We've already done that part, but we are now interviewing a guest. I have a question for you. I covered this early in the show. How much fun are you having with The Floor is Lava, the TV show?
Me?
Yeah.
I heard it rules. I haven't seen it yet. though.
I'll tell you honestly, we discovered what might be better than The Floor is Lava. All right. First of all, I want to tell you that I'm going to repeat this thing for chat, and I apologize for this, but Lex and I got hammered on Saturday night. We were making bets on who was going to like lose and who was going to win, and I bet on the losing team. So like right at the last minute, because I knew I'd already lost, I was like, wait, real quick, double or nothing. The announcer's like totally hacky and terrible. And sounds good, Carly. The announcer's like totally hacky and terrible. And I was like, and there was a contestant named Felicia. And I was like, she's going to fall in the water and he's going to say bye, Felicia. And Alexa was like, you're on. And, and sure enough, she falls in the water. And the announcer's just like, oh, the team lost. And it didn't sound like he was going to say it at first. He was like, and another team falls to the fate of the lava, blah, 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 blah. And then right at the last second, bye, Felicia. And I was just like, yeah. It's so those announcers are so fucking whack, dude. I never use that word, but they make me feel fucking like I'm fucking Dr. Dre or some shit. You know what I mean?
What did you bet?
It was like $20 or something.
Oh, okay.
I don't even remember we were drunk. We don't even remember how much we bet. We were that drunk. Like we woke up the next day, we're like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's so funny. But I actually have a better one for you. It's called Holy Moly, and it's an obstacle course putt-putt course.
So like your health is threatened as you're playing putt-putt?
Yeah, so you do a putt, and then you have to like run through a gauntlet of stuff that'll probably get you knocked into a pool of water to get to the ball. It's so stupid. It's so fun. And it's what I need, man, because I'm cracking a little bit, I feel like, lately.
I'm losing it, dude.
I'm getting a little...
absolutely losing it.
I was looking at you being like, Andrew's losing it. I'm starting to fucking join you, bro, a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's get a street hand. Let's go to Malachi's this week. Let's do it.
Oh, dude, I'm super down. That would be rad.
Yeah, let's go to
Hell yeah.
Malachi's.
Hell yeah.
I need to
Super
get
down.
outside, and I need to... She's a man, baby, Vangaloid. This one may be tough, but should be fun. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the link, Vangaloid.
Aw.
Greatly appreciate it. I'll do that song in a little bit, or one of us will. But yeah. We actually don't. We have a shared bank account, but I still have a separate. What do you do? What is your Pastor Andrew's married? Do you have separate
They're
bank
still
accounts?
separate.
Yeah.
They're still separate, but only because it was such a hassle. It's like still a hassle to put them together and to make one. We didn't even. Maggie kept her name, so we got a lot of checks that were like to both of us and my last name, and we were like, "This is going to be a big hassle." And we didn't go to the bank for like a month after we got married to cash them because I was like, "I don't want to do. Oh, I'm so tired."
Yeah.
And that was before COVID. I had nothing
Exhausting.
going on.
Do you got to do the photo stuff though? Yeah, we got a
Oh, I did
link
that,
for
yeah.
a song. I'm not sure who's gonna do it. Vangaloid, who do you want to do the song, or do you just want any of us to do it? Finally, we're here. Says I once saw Doug from Citizen Kane and The Godfather to people playing mini golf and getting thrown into a pool by a rubber mallet. We peaked. Absolutely, it's great. And Floor is Lava, by the way. And I know I'm kind of repeating myself. One of my favorite thing about the best thing about the show, Andrew, is that when people fall in the lava, they try to make it look like they actually like died in the lava, which is hilarious. Like you never see the
like skeletons.
you never see the person again. I wish they would come back out, but they literally like fall in. You don't see
Like
them.
with the t-shirt.
Yeah, oh, that would be
on it.
so. They need to add that. That would be so funny. And they make the other teammates go like, no, like you know what I mean? It's so funny. It's so stupid. But all right, cool. I'll do the song, Bangaloid, absolutely. But what's great too is that they're not wearing any padding whatsoever, and they are just really hurting themselves, which is really fun to watch. Really, really fun to watch.
Like, in what way is
They're
it?
like,
Like,
they're
dislocating
jumping
and...
from one platform to another that is in no way padded
Just
and
bruising.
smacking their chin against it. You know what I mean? Like,
Ooh.
it hurts. Like,
Is it
which
like
I
American
love.
Gladiator? Like, do they have gear?
No gear. It's
Nothing.
great.
That rules. I would
Yeah.
love to get seriously injured on one of those shows, like for the rest of my life too.
Oh my
So you'd have to explain the story all the time.
You have to.
It was
You need to
game
get so
called
fucked up.
Floor is lava.
What do they even win? I don't even know, man. I think they have to pay them money if they win. It's like weird. They figured it. They worked it out all weird. It's like some masochist fucking daydream. I once saw Duck also mentioned earlier that I must have some crazy dreams. I will say when I don't get too drunk to remember my dream, which is very rare, but it did happen I think once or twice last week, and I'm always in these very haunted spaces. And it's very upsetting. I'm just like, oh my God, it's so haunted in here. And like, I'll just see like, I saw a thing like come off of the wall and like slam down on the bed that we were about to sleep in and stuff like that. I'm just like, oh, this sucks. I'm just like, I have to stay the night in this incredibly haunted space. You know what I mean?
I definitely had a nightmare about accidentally setting the horses loose, which
then
I
you
did
did it.
yesterday.
Which you did
I did that
yesterday. So you
yesterday.
have forbidden visions is what you have.
It was a horrible dream, and then I guess I managed it all right when it happened, but it was just like
What if
the
this is the
unknown.
dream?
Yeah, what if you're in the fucking
I-
dream right now?
I honestly,
Yeah, this is it.
I do think about
Dude,
those things.
Wouldn't that kind of suck though if you're in the dream right now and then you woke up and you're like, fuck, I have to do that entire 3-hour stream over again. It's just gonna be the same stream. That sucks. And you try to make it different somehow, but it just won't happen because it's just your vision. Ugh.
Then you'd be trying to tell yourselves stuff too, because
Right.
conceivably you do it so many times
my
that you'd be
nightmare
able to
just
anticipate what
happened.
was happening.
It's just Carly the whole time being like, I foresaw this happen, the story
No.
of the boy and Kennedy. Like, you know, and we're like, we get it. You saw it in your dream. Good
I get
Lord.
old really fast, actually.
Seeing Kennedy get shot in the head?
Yeah.
No, I just
Back into the left.
having prophetic dreams, I think would not be as much fun as people might imagine.
Funner than a
Well-
fucking dick suck snake for sure, dude.
I mean,
If you had
depends on the
Do you
dream.
imagine seeing a snake sucking a guy's dick and seeing the tail bend and he's and seeing the tail bend up behind him? First of all, that's really good ab work. I would want to do whatever Pilates shit that snake's doing. And then tickle your fucking asshole, dude. Just to add insult to injury, just to be like, ooh, you know what I mean?
A boy runs to help him, and a guy's like, no. It's more dangerous to intervene.
I didn't even know what it would do to a boy because the boy could probably get hard. But you'd have to sacrifice a child to find out how it would kill a boy, which I don't know if I would be willing to do per se. I think that's kind of mean.
I don't know what deja vu actually is. I think it's a chemical reaction for sure.
I think deja vu is like a weird mental trick that you didn't actually foresee it. You just sort of, your
I
mind's.
thought that
No.
the
Yeah.
science behind it was like your brain files a memory in the wrong file.
Ah.
Oh yeah,
'cause
and
your
that's
brain is
why it
filing
feels
stuff
like
and
it
you're
already
like,
happened.
yeah, because it releases
interesting.
that feeling where, because we're just like chemicals in a lot of water.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. How about this? You have to, Pastor Andrew, you have to take
Yes.
a Universal Classic monster out on a date. Who are you taking? Where are you going? And yeah, what are we doing? What are we eating? Describe the food, all of it.
A classic movie monster.
I got mine.
All right.
I think I would. Yeah, I know what I would do.
Okay.
Because if we're going to dinner and I've been like set up like this, I assume I can't get like murdered by it, right? We would have
If
to.
you play your
See how the
cards
day
right,
goes.
you won't get
See how the
murdered
day
by
goes.
it.
No, I think that I could save a lot of future teens and subsequent sequels if I just took Michael Myers to a nice dinner
Okay.
and like we did tapas, so we had to share, and like he tried a few things because I feel like then I could really get him to open up,
Right.
and I'd be like, Mike Myers, I love you, and he'd be like, no, it's Michael, and I'd be like, what? And then for the rest of the dinner, I would just keep going, oh, behave.
Oh, beehive.
Yeah,
Just
baby,
doing
yeah.
yeah. Party on. Excellent. Yeah. Doing
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
stuff. Even quoting
Yeah.
the love guru, like he does,
Yeah.
which no one fucking knows. You know what
Well,
I mean?
I celebrate the entire catalog, but yeah, I can see why.
I forgot that you've gone as the love guru for the past 5 Halloweens. We're like, we get it. You
I get
have the
canceled
costume.
November 1st, every year I get super canceled. That movie is challenging. It's crazy that they made that.
I have
A
just
lot happens
heard.
in it.
Well, you forget every movie he's made, even no, definitely even Wayne's World. Schwing, it's like weirdly way overly horny.
Oh yeah.
And it was able to work for Wayne, and it was able to work for Austin, but something happened with Love Guru where it was just so intensely it was like rabid horniness. It was like foaming at the mouth horniness.
I also like referring to Austin Powers as Austin in a group of friends. And be like, yeah, I watched Austin.
I was watching
the
some
other night.
Austin do his thing. You know what I mean? I kind of watched him just sort of do
Austin's
his
so
thing.
funny. Austin Powers.
Or Mr. I was chilling, just threw on some Mr. Powers and just watched him kind of shake it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Watched him kind of go to the club and talk to people. Carly, what monster are you taking on a date? By the way, you did fail the test. I said universal monsters. That would be Dracula, the Mummy, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Frankenstein's monster.
I thought you meant like universally like monster. That's why I had such like a liberal interpretation of it.
Right. But you fucked
yeah,
up that.
I
You
fucked
You
up.
failed that. Carly, what do you got?
Well,
Can you hurt yourself, Pastor
Meg
Andrew,
said-
while
I
Carly
feel like
answers?
such an idiot.
What were you gonna say
I
there?
love that. Mega Meg called it Creature of the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, it's a good one.
For sure.
Why that? Why Creech? I call him Creech. Why Creech?
I mean, there. I guess just being mysterious from, the swampy depths. I don't really, vampires. They're just a little cocky. All right, they're usually a little condescending because they're old, and they're still hot, and then they're they're sexy and all that. But I don't want to take them to dinner.
Yeah, I feel like Dracula's the one that's gonna fucking lay the pipe. You know what I mean? Dracula's the sex one.
It's like, I think I would rather take Creature from the Black Lagoon. And then who else was I thinking of? I mean, like, Frankenstein, not much for conversation, but certainly interesting conceptually.
Yeah, I'd ask him about his art and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
it'd be kind of.
Maybe he'd be into collage.
he'd be like, I kind of put a lot of different things together.
So he probably would be in the collage.
Or a match made in heaven.
You know what? I'm gonna probably go with. I know this is kind of a more obscure universal monster, but I'm actually gonna go with the Dick Suck Snake. He only got one kind of side movie. Dick Suck Snake haunts the Nicaraguan River City or whatever, right? Because that's where he's from, and it didn't really get.
100%.
I think literally 3 people saw it. I think, or something like that. It was.
Lloyd just really blew my mind for a second. Vampires don't have blood flow, therefore no pipe shall be laid.
Explain that, Bram. I didn't even think about
Whoa.
that. Explain that, Bram. But then,
Real.
but what's his name? Definitely has had a boner in What We Do in the Shadows. So I don't know if that's. I know he had a boner. Jackie Daytona or whatever, that guy.
Yeah.
What was I gonna
I mean,
say?
they're definitely the most seductive. I just think they're, not
Why are
that
they so
cracked up to be.
seductive? That just
That's
to get
just
like
their
blue balled at the
thing.
end of the night? Yeah, it seems boring.
I mean, neck kisses are.
Yeah, they have to allure you
Nice.
with the neck
That.
kisses. That's
Yeah.
for sure what it is. Oh,
But
for
then-
fuck's
Book.
sake.
And eternal life to me, actually, I find more
Hell.
terrifying.
That's hellish. I can't even do this for 3 months. I'm losing my mind. I couldn't. No, forget it. Also, hugely embarrassed I misunderstood the question. So
Yeah, it's pretty upsetting.
I know.
Michael Myers is super not a universal classic monster.
I've been rewatching Castlevania because I haven't seen the last season yet.
More like
I started with
Assylvania.
dude, that rules.
Castlevania is so good.
It's very good.
But it has me thinking about the flaws of being, Dracula.
Oh, it sucks.
He's a very complicated.
Are there any of them you'd
Dude.
want to be? Like Creature the Black Lagoon, that wouldn't be fun. Wolfman, that would really screw up your month. Like, you could
Frankenstein's
be, like, really
monster.
in the hot.
You already lived. Many lives. I would say ignorance is bliss. If you're Frankenstein's monster, you're so kind of whacked out, and you get pussy because you get Bride of Frankenstein. So
Figure out that you're like, I don't know, you're manufactured. You're an entire like.
but you're so whacked out of it. I definitely won't want to be a vampire. Eternal life fucking
That's hell
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eternal
What I wanna be.
eternal quarantine, eternal COVID. Yeah,
Can you
no
imagine?
thanks.
I can't handle this.
You know how many fucking plagues that dude's been through that he had to wear a mask and stay at home for? Like, fuck all that noise, dude.
The first
Okay,
3 years
we're talking about like villains and scary one. I think to be Medusa would be a pretty evil lifestyle.
you couldn't look at anyone. You'd have to
No,
gouge
but
your eyeballs out.
you're evil. Just saying.
Also, speaking of
she's
evil,
not.
I've got a karaoke song I have to do, and it is Scat Man. I loathe this song, and so we will be doing this
Thank
karaoke
you.
song. Thank you again, Vangaloid, for that. If you'd like to continue to force me to do karaoke songs that I hate, here, I'll just post. I know this is a little weird to look at, but I'll just
Oh, a
post it.
siren would be interesting. I don't know.
All right, here we go. Get ready for it, guys. Okay. I fucking hate you, dude. I'm the Scat Man. Yum dum. Yummy dum dum. Yummy dum dum. Yummy dum dum. Yummy dum dum. Skibidi bidi. Yummy dum dum. Yummy dum dum. Blah blah bidi bidi. Da da dee da ba ba. Bum bum ba da bum. Wee da bum ba da bum. Bum bum ba da. I'm this wee bum bum ba da bum. Bum bum ba da bum. Wee bum bum ba da. Pudding pops. Everybody stutters one way or the other, so check out my message to you. As a matter of fact, I don't let nothing hold you back. If the Scat Man can do it, so can you. Everybody's saying the Scat Man stutters, but he doesn't ever stutter when he sings. That doesn't know. I'm going to tell you right now, the stutter and the scat is the same thing. Yo, I'm the Scat Man. Where's the Scat Man? Who gives a fuck? I'm the Scat Man. Watching the police and the politician, he just tried to stay to the condition and insults my intuitions, and it only makes me crazy in my heart like wood. Everybody stutters one way or the other, so check out my message to you. As a matter of fact, don't let nothing hold you back. If the Scat Man can do it, brothers, so can you. I'm the Scat Man. Bum bum be dum bum. Bum bum be dum bum. Bee bum bum be dum bum. Bum bum be dum bum. Bee bum bum be dum bum. Bum 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 bum. We don't do bum bum. Bum bum bum. Skibbity bitty bum. Yum da dum dum. Skibbity bitty. Yum da dum dum. Yum da dum dum. Skibbity bitty. Yum da dum dum. Yum da dum. Skibbity bitty. Yum da dum dum. Yum da dum dum. Everybody stutters one way or the other, so check out my message to you. As a matter of fact, I don't let nothing hold you back. If the Scat Man can do it, so can you. You just fucking already said this. You're asking about it. Let's do a different verse. Professor, this is why you're sleeping and saying still weeping, having the chance to be born. I'm the Scat Man. We act more excited, Carly. Act less excited, Andrew. Now switch. Now you look unexcited and Andrew look excited. Now take a dump on the chair you're sitting in. Thank you, Andrew. No, thank you, Carly, because this is my message to you. Take a dump in your chair and do it big and make that dirty do. Big ol' stinky dinky, have that stinky shit. Put that shit all over your seat until it gets lit. Light your dookie on fire because you know you have to do it. You're in quarantine and I'm the voice in your head, so screw it. Put that shit onto the mattress. Put that shit onto the couch. Put that shit onto a dog. Put that shit into your mouth. Scat Man! Bum 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 bum.
Common practice.
Bum 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 bum. Wee bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Wee bum 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 bum. Put the dump on the table for you. Look at that. Snake suck a dick. Snake suck a dick to death. I can't believe that guy is getting his dick sucked by a snake. What? Me? I'm the scat man. I live in a lake, a bog, a log. I'm that dick-sucking snake. www.carafun.com if you want to care. Okay. You can have a lot of fun.
Okay.
All right. We ba 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 da ba. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew, can you believe it? We only have 15 minutes left in the stream. If you'd like to make Andrew do a fun animal noise or be
I was
fun,
born to do it.
here we go. Here are the incentives, ladies and gentlemen. You only get him for another 17 minutes, and then he's out of here. We're bringing on our 9 o'clock guest.
Who's that?
We don't know.
It's a
It's a
surprise
surprise.
for
So
Carly.
they think they're better than me?
It's a surprise for
I
Carly.
don't know who they are.
What if it's just me?
What if it's
again?
just Andrew again,
Yeah.
but wearing like a mustache, but still just being Andrew,
I definitely went, yay!
right?
I'm so glad you were available tonight.
Oh, this is great. I haven't seen you in forever.
Yeah.
I know, it's weird,
This
right?
is the longest I've gone without seeing you in like 2 years, I think.
Did you guys jam the other night that I had to miss?
Dude, we did.
Yeah, it was fun.
We're putting together a car, and it's sounding really, really cool. and
Very
crazy.
cool. That's
like
very
we worked
cool.
it out so it guys,
Yeah?
the new Cowman track is gonna be a hit. It's gonna be a
Oh
hit,
yeah, dude.
big time.
And we did play that sad song that I came up with the last time we met, and it really came together pretty quickly. So I think
Yeah.
that'll actually happen too.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have an EP in a heartbeat.
Vangaloid, that was great. Thank you. That was funny. That was fun. I'm gonna find something
Oh,
to.
no, that was still fun.
I'm gonna find something to drink. So let me give you a question prompt to the two of you, and then I will. Let's see. If you were to, okay, here's one. Because we're all a friend to the story, and
Okay.
the Story Must Be Told podcast. Check it out. We have Pastor Andrew on, and I want to ask him if you could add a book to the Bible. What would it be? What would it be? It
I
could
think-
be, it could be anything. All right, I'm gonna grab a drink while you do this, but I'll be listening. Okay.
If I could add a book to the Bible, there are so many good books you could add. I would add. Oh my God! Now I'm on the spot and I can't think. I would.
just now when I had to ask a question. That was me just now when I had to ask. I was just like, fuck. Now I have to ask a question.
I would get my next door neighbor growing up to write a book. He's in jail. He stole his uncle's car 3 times, and now he's doing
Wow.
7 years of hard time. I
Wow,
just
how
want.
does his uncle continue to lend him his car?
Well, no, that's why it was stolen every time. And
I
I
just
don't know.
figured it was keep these.
I'd want to see his musings. That's what I would add.
So I love it. We
Like-
call it the Book of Uncle, and it's just about
About right.
him stealing the car 3 times and then going to jail for it. And it's
Yeah.
kind of like a don't make the same fucking dumb mistake 3 times, fuck face, is like the final line.
Yeah.
in the book
and
or
then
whatever.
and then it says "Love God," so that you know it's for real.
Just so you know for sure, it definitely was written by God. In parentheses, via Andrew Shore, Pastor Andrew. Via
Hey
Pastor.
guys, this is God. I gotta tell. Oh shit! I gotta tell you this story.
Dude, is God hung over? Is that what's happening right
God's
now?
just mad all the time. He's a little testy, and he's like, "I told you not to touch the tunes. I have a super bad headache."
Don't change my settings.
Dude, I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the Book of Scatman.
Oh,
When they open the book, you just hear you going da dum bum
Ba-da-bum. And then that's what it is. So the whole book is just scat.
Yeah.
It's just fucking scat. And for years, historians tried to like crack the code, like it's some Zodiac killer shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But it really is just nonsense scatting, right?
Yeah, it's not nonsense. It's completely. It's
a
nonsense.
code.
It's not the Bible.
Well,
you know?
no. It is a code, but the code when you translate it, it literally
You have
just
to
says
play it
it's.
backwards.
You just say it's non. It just says
It's
it's
not a code.
nonsense.
What
That's
if
the
that book of the Bible though predicted this very
Not a code.
podcast
Not
moment?
a code. Not a code. Not a code.
Yeah, it just says not a code every time, over and over. Yeah, people think it was tongues and shit. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I got one.
Is it just random facts about like horses and shit?
No. Why would you assume that? I'm going to answer the question with you know,
We do-
authenticity and respect.
We do. It's so sad. Like, it's so funny, and it's not sad, but it's just funny to me. Like, so Carly and I, the first hour, we just talk about our week, and we pick 3 stories each to talk about. Mine are all like, I played this video game because that's all I do now. I did a whole segment on The Floor is Lava because that's where we're at as a society. And then Carly's like, I'm gonna talk about this horse now, and it's like, it's just so like, it's so funny. Like, we're both just fucking.
Is that the horse is free? I learned about cedarwood.
She learned. I learned about it too today. I for
Cedarwood.
sure.
It's one of the oldest woods.
Cool, man.
Yeah, it's the
Really?
oldest
Oh,
trees.
God, I don't want to
It's
bring
the
it back.
oldest trees.
I don't want to
And
bring it back.
The cedar tree, as a matter of fact, is on the flag of Lebanon.
I'm just
Everyone,
saying.
so
I'm
go
bringing.
home and look that up. That's the cedar.
I knew you would appreciate my tree lessons.
Yeah.
No,
So what's
this
your
is
book?
The book. I would do the Book of Clay.
It's about trees.
Because I recently got into the conversation about how clay is something in between living, like organic and non-organic material. Clay is
Ooh.
technically, it's got aspects of life to it. It's one of
So-
these like strange in between.
It's
If
like
you make
fungi.
if you make a statue out of clay, you're making
That's
a real boy.
You're making well. That's why a golem
Ooh.
is a whole thing. To make a golem was to build, you know, a person out of clay.
Yes.
So I would want to
And a
do
boy.
And a boy.
a book
A boy
that
golem.
is sort of about all the in betweens. I would want the moral or whatever the to be sort of about all the like,
About
gray
this.
area
It's almost
stuff.
like reaching. That's almost like a Nirvana thought or something, right? Where you're like. You get to the point where you put so much good grunge music out that you blow your brains out. No. It's like a Nirvana thought. Like, it's like in between two existences. It's like this impossible thing, and yet you try to get there. Like one of my favorite with studying Buddhism was selfless giving. It's like impossible to do it. Now people do the opposite. Now they super selfishly give. They give and then they record it and then put it on. There's the only weird thing about that dog video we showed earlier. At the same time, it's like, couldn't you could just give it to her and not like make a spectacle out. But it is sweet for me. It makes me cry to see them give the woman a dog. We showed a video about a woman being gifted a dog after her fucking dog died or whatever. It was fucking shot in the head by police officers. No, it wasn't. I'm
just-
just- but it probably was. Actually, now
In
that I think
real
about
life.
it,
I mean, I know a dog who was killed by a police.
I know one for
officer.
sure.
I think it's the same dog.
Yeah.
And that broke my heart.
Ed's friend's
That
dog.
dog.
Yeah, Ed's friend's dog when he went to
Just-
prison for
Oh my
fucking
God.
weed.
Dandelion, sweetie pie.
No.
How many dogs do you think you'd shoot in the head if you were a cop, Adam? Andrew.
832.
832. You'd
And that's
sort of
just
make
my first night on duty, baby.
You'd
Hell
be like
yeah.
Legolas and fucking
oh, David, for 20, I
and
think
Gimli
I
doing like
have-
45. Like you'd be like with some other cop or whatever.
They see me with my gut hanging out in a tree, just funk, funk.
David
Yeah.
420 Anderson, I have seen the video of the old lady finding her dog after the tornado. She is like doing an interview. By the way, David 420 Anderson also says, I heart God Andrew. I believe
do
a fan
too.
of the story. The story must be told. But she's
Must
doing
be.
a news interview. Oh, I could play it next time we do Week in Review. She's doing a news interview about how her house was completely destroyed by a tornado. It's literally completely in pieces behind her, totally destroyed. And then they're like, what's that? And she like lifts this fucking 2x4 up or some shit, some broken piece or whatever, and it's her little dog lived. And it's so, and you see this woman find out live that her dog is not dead.
Jesus.
It's amazing. And she's this old little woman.
Kind
She's
of
just
magical
She's
because
just like, I can't believe. And then a cop walks up and it's just like, good.
And she goes, no, sir.
She's like, neither the dog nor I are armed or trying to cause any trouble. They're just like, doesn't matter. There's a tornado. We have to blow your brains out. They just shoot her. Fucking.
No, sir, I'm just taking a video of this kid.
She's like, they're just like fake news. And then just because they're on the news report or whatever.
And then the cop just blows it. Oh, my God.
And then the snake.
dark time.
Then the tornado comes down and goes, I never wanted this.
The tornado blows his brains out.
God checks down and goes, no, not like this.
Dude, if God blew his brains out, I
Sorry.
would fucking lose my mind, bro.
The bullet goes out his cheek and hits the sun, and the sun
Oh.
explodes.
Oh my god. That's a huge gun too if it's God
Huge
looking
gun.
down. Damn, dude. Yeah, dark times indeed, Ruminator. Dark times indeed.
It
Man.
has to be this way.
The
It has to be this way.
The tornado sues for libel, absolutely, dude. Honestly, it was the real twist was the tornado bonus, because especially because it's like, how does it just kind of gets whipped? The bullet just gets whipped around in the.
If you've ever seen a tornado shoot itself in the head, it makes sense the instant you see it.
The eye, right? The eye. It has to get right in the eye.
Yeah, and the
It's a bunch of fucking jelly
And the
pops
tornado.
out.
All the lawn
tornado
furniture and uprooted trees.
The tornado just kind of like falls forward too.
Right.
It stops being windy. It's just kind of like a
it's like little
cloud.
feet that go.
Yeah.
Who do you think would win in a fist fight, a tornado or a hurricane?
I think a hurricane.
You
A
think?
hurricane would have the reach. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the
Yeah.
reach.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure. What about you're also saying that,
The
Carly?
hurricane, yeah.
What
do you
about
think-
what are you
what
gonna
about,
say?
What about a hurricane and an earthquake? Because
Um,
those, different strokes.
well, first of all, I think the earthquake, talking about different strokes, could jerk itself off faster. Yeah, right? Because it's shaking so hard or whatever, right? That it would fucking come in like 2 seconds. And
So you're-
buckets, dude.
You see a tornado coming, and then you see an earthquake, and you know that the tornado and earthquake are gonna fight.
Right.
So the ground splits, and you can tell the earthquake starts getting off. man. You know what
Right.
I'm talking about?
Because
Then
he
the
likes
tornadoes-
that stuff. Yeah.
The tornado sticks its stick in it.
Yeah.
And it's just
Oh, dude.
Yeah, and Tommy Lee Jones is in it.
Dude, I'm getting so fucking. I'm scared about
I'm getting
fucking.
amped.
Yeah, I'm
getting.
getting. I want to.
amped up.
Let's lift some fucking weights, bro. All right.
Weather fight.
Just look at that. Oh man. Oh, this is getting me ready to kick your ass, dude. Oh, I'm getting ready to fight, son.
What?
Oh, I'm gonna kick ass.
Don't look at me while I'm doing this.
Someone's in here. Someone's in here.
All right, but anyways, all right. How about this? All right. Jerk, contest to come, jerk off competition, and it's an earthquake and a volcano, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, because when the volcano goes,
Getting there faster or more.
this is the thing. This is where the volcano kind of has a dog in the fight that gets its brains blown out.
Yeah.
Is that the it's speed and load size both come into play here.
Yeah, big
There's
time.
like a
And heat.
calculation and heat, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm going volcano.
I'd go with volcano. I mean, volcanoes could like end the earth if a big enough one went off.
Right.
No one heard about like.
I mean,
a
the
world-ending
truth is,
tornado.
they do hold back an eruption for a very long time, and then
Did they just think of
suddenly one
baseball?
day,
Hello,
like
thanks.
maybe they're kind of maybe they're tantrum.
They're just super Christian. They're like, oh, I really shouldn't be doing this.
It's not allowed. It's not allowed.
It spurts a little.
I
then it
heard
hates
we
itself so
shouldn't be
much.
doing this. Oh, someone said they read a book that's important and we shouldn't probably do this. Dude, I hit my head. You couldn't see because my head was off screen, but the first rep I did, I kind of hit my head a little bit, which hurt. I'm fine, but my teeth are a little like rattled. You know what I mean? It kind of hit me so hard, my teeth.
The rep
Feel
from
shaken.
lifting the stool.
Yeah, with the stool. I
You're
hurt.
kissing? Oh, okay.
I'm glad you guys didn't see it. My head was out of frame, so I didn't see it or whatever. But
How did you do it?
just kind of when I came down, because there's a lot of stool I wasn't accounting for.
What if Holden had just fallen forward
Just
and
collapsed.
Carly now? You're
Oh, he's
just
doing a funny joke where he's
screaming
playing.
for Lexi. Lexi!
He's playing concussion.
Lexi! You
What a
gotta
hilarious-
come in here.
Dream is
Absolutely.
over. There's a problem.
By the way, Lexi will be doing her own little cooking show behind us. Get HelloFresh for all your meal needs.
Ooh, tasty, bite.
We're having some mushroom chicken and mashed potato. You're sick of potatoes? I love them.
We've had potatoes like every night.
I can't get enough of them. I fucking love them.
I ate the first tomato that I grew.
Yeah, she's been farming
Today.
and shit out there,
Made a VLT
Andrew.
with the first tomato.
You're going totally off the grid. Did you kill the pig too?
Did I
For the
what?
for the BLT?
Oh no, I didn't know.
That'd be dope. That'd be cool.
You're like, hey, Andrew, I made a tomato, and that's the second craziest thing I've done all day.
No, dude. You don't need to do anything anymore, bro. You just show the animal or person to a police officer, and they do it for you. You just fucking drop it in front of the... They'll just come out and be like, it exists! Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? They just want to kill anything that's alive, dude.
Today.
They just want to kill anything that's alive, man. It's fucking crazy. Somebody was
I'm
just
about
like,
to
dude, if it's
have-
alive, just fucking kill it. You know what I mean?
No joke. I'm probably about to have something like 50 tomatoes all around the
Cool.
same time.
I am.
Damn.
At first, I was like, yeah, whatever. She's moving out there. I'm in the big city. Now I am actually becoming pretty jealous of your situation. I'm not gonna lie. I just want to be able to go outside more, even
Yeah,
if I just had a
it's killing
yard. I'm so jealous of Malachi. I just need
Yeah, man.
sun. You
That's
know what I
kind
mean?
of why I feel, inclined to take care of it and contribute. Because
Right. That's cool. Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
rad.
Damn it, Andrew. We have to let you go soon.
I mean,
There it
Andrew
is.
could hang out if you wanted to.
Feel free to stay, but I just told him for an
Right.
hour, so I don't want you to feel.
I do have to bounce. I should eat
Yeah,
some dinner.
You
at
probably
some
have to
point.
get dinner or whatever. I just
Yeah.
told him for an hour.
I grew a tomato.
Also, Andrew does not know this next guest, so it'll be weird.
I should stay then.
Charming and
Be like,
wonderful.
hey, man,
What's up? I'm Andrew.
I haven't seen you since. Come on, man.
Since what? Actually, I'm sure
We-
this
we-
person would be happy to make up a bunch of ways that you guys have known each other in the past. But
It's my dad. Okay.
it's your dad. It's your dad.
What
No,
is
no, no.
his
He just got a job at the Blow Your Brains Out factory, so I don't know if he's
oh,
gonna.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. I think he's
Yeah.
done. I think he's.
Well,
All right,
everyone
enough
says
of
after the first day they won't come back, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
come back after blowing your head off.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm just gonna bring some other drinks over here so I can stop having
Go
to
for
leave,
it.
but I will be right
And
back.
I will say goodbye to Andrew. Andrew, it's been a
Bye.
pleasure.
I'll talk to
Um,
you guys soon.
Yeah, sorry about your dad.
Thank
I
you
told
for
him.
hanging out.
Oh, it was so good to
Was,
see
was
you.
he at the?
Let's
Wait,
catch
was
up.
your dad at the bank or is he in prison still?
My dad ran into a bank and blew his head off, and he's in jail because.
He
of it,
actually,
so,
I was there.
yeah.
He didn't even get into the bank. But what I did is I walked up to a police officer. I was like, hey, this person exists. And they were like, oh, he's
Yeah.
alive? I was like, yeah, he's super alive. And so they were like, oh, then we need to do what we do to things that are alive. And it just ended his whole
Ended it.
situation. Hold on, we can see
Alright.
your other screen on the stream. Oh, oops. Thanks for letting me know. A dodo. Let me get rid of that.
Oh, I
That was
see.
my Facebook. You just saw my Facebook messages. Oh my God, that's the email. I don't actually have his
Just
stuff.
so naked.
So
Just
anyways,
so naked.
just ugh, yeah, it does feel weird when someone's like, "Hey, we just saw you." I do use light mode. I use dark mode for Twitter, for sure, but I use light mode for Facebook.
I use light mode. I don't have Facebook though, but anyway, it was fun partying.
Yeah, that was my buddy sending me information on the whatever. Either way, I'm gonna get you out of here, Andrew. Everyone, check out The Story Must Be Told. You know that though.
Brand new episode tomorrow. Check it
Beautiful,
out. You
beautiful.
gotta
Check it out. It'll get you.
All right, dude. See ya. It's gonna get you.
Story's gonna get you, dude. Story must be told. Take care, Andrew. Have a good one.
See ya. Thank you. Later.
No problem. All right, moving right along. The final hour, the final aura, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. Boom. Just sent out the invite. Yeah, we'll get this going. I'll let him know.
Back.
Just sent you the invite. So, ladies and gentlemen in chat, you're not going to know who this is. Yes, there you go. Probably. But this is, I'm very excited to catch up with this person for sure. So hopefully they will jump in on Zoom very soon.
Oh, can I share with chat? If you want to see, and I also stream. If you want to check out some of the stuff I do, I have a planned stream. Holden and I do Star Streamer, which we'll be doing Saturday, I think.
Probably, yeah. If
If
everyone's
everyone's free.
available.
That's an RPG. That's super fun. It's like a sci-fi RPG. That you can do that. Or yeah.
So what's up, Evan? Welcome to the stream.
What a beautiful
So I didn't tell Carly you were going to be here today. Evan is a good friend of ours from college. A lot of stories we can tell and stuff, but I didn't tell Carly because I knew how excited she'd be if I surprised her with your presence.
Well, I'd love nothing more to me than to be complicit in a deception.
I'm
It's like my third favorite thing.
I'm so. I mean, like that's just Glee. Man, I couldn't have guessed it.
You were close with the Danny Petrosian guess, because that's like
that was my
I was
first.
gonna tell you were kind of close. That's another like Tallahassee friendship, yada yada yada. But this is our friend Evan from Tallahassee college days. Welcome to the stream,
Evan
and
and I were roommates.
I'm glad to be here. I've lurked in the chat rooms a couple of different streams, and it's nice to see all your lovely faces.
And Evan is the apple cart in chat. Evan, I almost had Ed be my first guest of the night, and then it was going to be a perfect segue to tell the story about how you two met.
Yes.
Maybe we could tell it anyways, though, because it's so funny. Because I met Evan totally separately from Ed. Carly, Evan, and I all went to the same horrendous dorm, Cash Hall. What a great name for a shit, evil dorm. Cash Hall.
And also for the audience's perspective, it wasn't even a dorm.
No.
It was an off-campus residency hall. So that was private enterprise. Some jerk ass owned that place, but he had the dorm style rules where there were RAs and all that happy nonsense.
But I remember one time the RA walked in on me and my friends after we were smoking just big old J-bones of swag weed, gravity bongs in the kitchen. You had to do gravity bongs to get high off this weed. It was so bad. And I remember the RA walked in, and it was my roommate who I hated, my first roommate there.
Which, Evan, you do know his roommate, but let's not dox him.
Maybe yeah. Either way, he was the worst. I'm not talking about Ken. Ken was my boy. But anyways, he was just, we got a knock on the door, and he was like, "Come in." I was like, "No." And then like the RA walks in, I just like, there was this huge pile of weed in the middle of the table, and I just like leaned forward and just threw my hands down on the weed. And for the whole time the guy was talking, he was just like, "Yeah, so just having a little check-in with everybody, walking around, saying," well, I forget what he was even there to say, but he could so tell something was going on, but he just didn't want to deal with it. He was just like, "All right, well, see you later." I was like, oh, but they didn't give a it was ridiculous, that place, man. But anyways, so this is later. You're living, unbeknownst to you, you're living next door to Mr. Ed Larson.
That was pretty beautiful.
What happens there?
The day I moved, I'll do the since Ed's not here to corroborate, I'll give the real quick and dirty version. I'm moving into this house, literally that afternoon, moving boxes from my car into the house. And on one of the trips, I see tiny little fireballs shoot from the privacy fence of my next door neighbor, of what is to become my next door neighbor. And that caught me off guard. And I thought, oh, neighbors shooting off Roman candles or bottle rockets or something. That's neat. I'll go say hi when I'm done with this. And return to my car. I've got an armload of bullshit, and I look up and my roof is on fire because one of those fireballs landed on top of the roof and started catching all the dead leaves on the roof on fire. So there's smoke and flames. The really funny and fortunate thing is quick access in my trunk was my yard crap with a garden hose. And I grabbed the garden hose out of the back of my car, hooked it up to the house as quick as I could, and sprayed down my roof. And it wasn't in serious danger of burning down or anything, but just leaves were on fire.
Yeah.
Leaves were on fire on top of the house. I'm currently actively
Not a
moving
happy
into.
situation.
I'm not pleased.
Yeah.
I'm not, and so I'm moving in with my buddy, and I say to him, I'm gonna go next door and introduce myself and let him know what's up. And I knock on the door.
What's up?
I knock on the door, and immediately, very loud pit bull barking.
Yes.
And I went, all right, that's something to take note of. There's a dog. And I'm sure the audience is familiar with Ed.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Someone with the physique of an Ed Larson answers the door.
It's intimidating if you don't know Ed. Like, you guys aren't intimidated by Ed because you know Ed, like in chat or whatever, right? But
and we're also like size-wise, we're almost identical. Like Ed and I have very similar builds.
yeah, you're a big guy
And,
too. Yeah,
but still, big guy is a big guy.
big guy's a big guy.
and I ain't no fighter. So, so again, that's all right. That's the second thing I got to make a note of. But he's also holding like a Louisville Slugger of a blunt. And he just brazenly opened the door. I could have been anyone. And he
yeah.
flings the door open, and he's got his leg out. I remember this very vividly. He's got his leg out to hold the dog, and he's gesturing with this blunt. He goes like, "How you doing?" And I said, "Hi, I'm Evan. I'm moving in next door." And before I could say anything, he says, "Oh, you're my neighbor. You're my new neighbor. Come inside. Share this with me." And I'm about ready to kind of let him have it a little bit, and in that moment my resolve went to like, yeah, all right. All right, I'll hang out and help you smoke that blunt. It looks like a chore. And sat down on his sofa. I was there like an hour.
Yeah.
I was there like an
That's
hour.
always what, dude, because I would go to buy weed from Ed during that time, and that's always how it went down. You would end up smoking, not just smoking, but smoking a massive blunt. I remember one time I ended up walking away with a bunch of mescaline. It was like always insane.
But I had a great time. We're shooting the shit. We're talking about, we're both from South Florida. We're talking about South Florida, and I'm loving on his dog now, and this is great. And like an hour goes by, and I'm like, oh right, you set my roof on fire. That's the whole reason why I'm here. Like,
I fucking love it. That's so good. That's so funny.
The epilogue to that is I left the house on great term, made a new good friend. But I left my housemate at the house saying, "I'm gonna go confront this guy.
Right.
I'll be right back." So
And you were gone for an hour.
he was spinning murder fantasies for that whole hour about
Yeah.
now he has to come over
Right.
and investigate.
Right.
That
That's
is
so
really
fun. That would have been great if he came to, yeah, just like all of a sudden, like everyone in Florida State is just in Ed's living room because they keep coming over to try to like confront because the last dude didn't come back. City of
But
Lost
also-
Souls. Mm-hmm.
Connecting all of us together, Carly and I at one point cohabitated. for
Yes.
a
Yeah.
brief- yeah.
And well, the funny thing is though that Evan, you get the credit for teaching me, or for starting off anime,
Oh no,
comics.
that's my fault.
For me,
Are
it
you
was
kidding? I'm
okay, so
grateful. I read
the-
them. Okay, so Evan has. Let me say something.
Sure,
he
sure.
has an amazing collection, and when we were living together, it was fun to look at. And the Max reading.
So I was
the
about to
Max,
bring up.
That's the one that got me in. And then I remember we watched a lot of Eon Flux, and I was into that. And then
Oh, yeah.
on top of that, Evan was studying Japanese and would make onomiyaki. Like you
Oh, yeah,
totally
that-
introduced me to a bunch of stuff that I don't think I would have.
I still make
Ow.
okonomiyaki to this day for friends because it's fantastic, because it's a delightful meal.
Now I search for it if I'm ever in a restaurant, which I mean, granted it's been some time, but like that might have it. I'm just like, let me test it out. In fact, Holden, I think I got it from a place in Queens. I was like, it was all right. It was all right. It's pretty good. But
for me, it was
Good
you
times,
showed
man.
up with every single issue of the Max and plopped it down, and I read through all of them and actually talked about that on my Wizard and the Bruiser episode of the Max. Also, big one for me was got me into like underground hip hop, Def Jux, Cannibal Ox, all LP,
for
like
real.
all that stuff. You got me into, which was huge at the time. Actually, it gave me
We
my
listened to
resurgence into
Blackalicious
hip hop.
for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Who-
All that. Well, also, so that's my lead
Our
into
major
Ed
hits.
or Evan. You still do you still work at the radio station, or do work at a radio station?
I still do kind of mercenary status on V89 in Tallahassee.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
It's an excellent station.
They've gone completely 24-hour automated though because of
Oh.
the state of the world. So that's what they're doing right now. So
Well,
I've helped make little mixes and then submitting it, which
Nice.
get played randomly throughout the day. That
Oh,
sort of
nice.
thing. But I'm for I don't know, little over a decade now. I've been associate producer and board operations at the NPR affiliate in Tallahassee. And
Yeah,
that's
that's-
been most of
yeah.
my radio time.
Hell yeah.
That's
Awesome. And what? Still cooking at a vegan restaurant and still and dabbling in some stand up, which I love. Fantastic
Yeah.
stuff.
I've been doing stand up off and on for like a little over 20 years, and I'm just on again.
hell yeah, that's so cool. I mean, what kind of treat was it though? And this is as big as it sounds. Going to the radio station in college and getting to hang out with Evan in like the late night hours because you had some late night slots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or, excuse me, but I believe it was tape manipulation,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So the concept alone, I'm just like, what is music? What is art? You know? But then we would go and the radio stations
I'll be right back.
generally are just cool places to be. But V89 was super cool. I love like going through the walls and all the different stickers and everything. I mean, that speaks to me.
It's still
For
a really
obvious
cool
reasons.
place.
It was really great. I have
If you ever-
so
if
many
you ever
good
come and visit,
memories.
If you ever come and visit, that'll be the first place I take you.
Hell yeah. I mean, you know, I'd be calling you. And God, I mean, we did some cool shit, man. It's so nice to see you.
It's very nice to see both of you. I'm just I can't wipe the goddamn smile off my face.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
having
super cool.
And we're like what 6 minutes deep into this. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, it's super cool. We're 15 minutes deep into this.
Whoa!
I am about to kill this box
Oh.
of wine. I did not start drinking this box wine tonight, though, okay? I started drinking it last night, so it's not actually that good. I turned the box wine to the side. I was like, there's 8 bottles of wine in there. It was like 4 bottles of wine. I'm like, ugh, I feel now I feel terrible. Thank you, Carly, for posting the incentives. $5 we do.
Bet you Evan has really good animal impressions.
$5 we do an animal impression of your choice.
But I imagine he does.
$10 to donate for one of us to perform a karaoke song of your choice. I wonder that Evan would probably do that as well if you put him to the task. Either way, that's the link, but entirely up to him, of course. But I will ask you this, Evan. We were talking about this earlier, and I want to pose the question to you. You've got to be eaten alive by a wild animal. What are you going with?
Ooh, Komodo dragon.
Really? I've heard that's
Good
intensely
answer.
painful. So their teeth have poison in them.
Yeah.
So they chomp you with the poison teeth, and then
They
don't.
get you once,
Yeah.
and then you run away, and then you get a fever and an infection, and you die from that. And then the Komodo dragon comes and eats your
Eats you.
corpse.
That sounds horrific.
But the experience.
It is very bad as we show up.
We're on similar waves of that because I said like the Kraken. I said a giant squid because
Yeah.
if the squid doesn't kill me fast enough, I'll drown. You know, like it really is about efficiency.
I'll tell you what I absolutely wouldn't. Is like a group of anything.
That they said him and Andrew were saying like the little tiny dinosaurs.
I did not say that. Andrew
No.
said that.
Andrew said
No,
that.
no, that's
I
right
thought about
out.
ants, and I'm like,
Nope.
that's a horrible way to
I think
go.
I said
Nope,
lion,
that's all.
right? I think I said lion. I think
we
lion
all
just
kind of concurred on lion at the end of the day.
lion's a
That would
product
be
killer.
efficient.
He just wants to get
And-
that meat. He doesn't want to fuck with you. You don't want the animal that's gonna fuck with you, right?
No.
Some of them like to do.
Sometimes gonna toy with me in my extreme moments of pain.
Yeah, I kind of feel like an alligator or something kind of wants to have a little fun with you. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah. Well,
But
I
a
don't think.
snake, you might hallucinate.
Yeah. You
That
you
could
could
be a good way to go.
you could have a snake bite hallucination and you live the rest of your life before you die from the toxin. Like you can have a little Jacob's ladder thing,
Is
and
that right?
yeah,
I didn't know
s-
that.
slip into a fever coma, and in your fever coma, you live another 60 years. It's great. You get married,
Oh,
you have a
I
couple
see.
kids,
That's
settle
true. You have a whole
down,
lifetime.
I
and
like
then-
this.
and then you flatline, and they well,
Fantasy life.
snake
Fine
got
with
him.
it.
Nothing we can do about it.
So I was gonna say, yeah, it's because they have so much bacteria in their saliva. It's not even venom. It's fucking
No.
just
Right.
disease.
Yeah, it's just they got gross mouth.
They got literal dragon breath. Like, it's so insane. Stampede of elephants is actually probably a pretty good idea for getting
that's
It
killed.
pretty
might
good.
not totally kill you though.
Right. How
Like,
about this?
What if they just break you a bunch? And the elephants don't really
Smash
want
it all up.
You'll get that internal bleed. You know what I mean? How about this? Because we've been talking about hallucinating a lot. You got to do acid with an animal,
Okay.
right?
Ooh.
And
A parrot, like a macaw.
I'm going Komodo dragon. No.
You might be tempted to ride the Komodo dragon.
Dude, I don't even know. A animal that's gonna repeat shit that I say might fuck with me on a trip. I don't know if I'd want to parrot for sure. Okay, here's an addendum
Would
to the
you
rule
ever?
though.
Would I?
The
Would
animal
you?
is the size of you,
Oh.
too, and can
Wait.
say some sentences
Whoa.
a little bit, can communicate a little bit.
All right, repeat
The
that.
size of you.
The animal
terrifying.
is the size of you, and it
Okay.
can kind of say some. It can say some broken English. It speaks like
Whoa. All right.
little bits, little things. It can kind of communicate.
That's gonna change my answer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a
I
that's
know.
a hell of a prompt.
It's a really cool.
Because that thing Megamek says caterpillar, man, that would kind of freak me out a little bit, especially those
Yeah.
really vibrant ones.
Too many
know?
legs.
And what would it say? It's just like I squirm
think-
and yeah.
I think a hummingbird might be interesting.
I need to pupate.
A hummingbird might be cool.
Hummingbird
Only
might be
because
cool.
I
I
can't
need
imagine
to
their
pupate.
perspective. Like, tell me about your life, hummingbird. The hummingbirds here are so funny because they basically will come up and they'll be like, because they're extremely loud. That's what you don't realize. Their wings are loud as fuck. They sound like helicopters. And they'll just look at you and they were scolding me this last week because the feeder was empty and it's just sugar water. But then the hummingbird goes like,
Someone in the chat suggested a capybara.
Yeah.
I'm pretty okay with that one. That sounds that's kind of like you get yourself like a Harry and the Hendersons kind of situation with a man-sized capybara
shaking hands.
with
Also have to-
broken English. Yeah,
I also have
it's
to
pretty
commend
good.
you, Evan. You're like one of the only guests that I've had on that like actually looks at chat, which is such a good thing to do.
I
communicate.
am courteous, damn it.
Vangloid says sloth, and then when I said it had to be the size of you and could say some things, Vangloid said, "Oh, for sure a sloth." So there you go. Monkey, we will trip out about being cousins. Says that's my name. Be a duck from Son of the A-Bomb, and a corgi's a good one. I mean, if you just want like a peaceful kind of chill, like love-in kind of trip, I want to be challenged a little bit. So I kind of want to say like a frog, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like a sage because I find the frog
I
to
feel
be.
like a frog would challenge you.
I find the frog to be like a sage kind of creature, like it has some
Sure.
sort of wisdom in it a little bit, like especially kind of the big bullfrogs. They kind of seem to have a wisdom.
if it doesn't matter the animal, they have limited communication skills.
Yeah.
I'm with you, man. A frog or a salamander would be pretty cool conversation.
Ooh, like one of those ones that has like all the.
Also, honestly, if I want to get dark a
sea
little bit,
creature.
I'd do a dolphin, and I'd just be like, "Why do you rape, bro? Why do you rape?
Yeah.
It's not cool."
Holden's just asking the question.
If I could convince a dolphin that rape is bad and then release it into the wild and it could
Tell your
communicate
friends.
tell your friends. I know you can fucking talk to them. You got that whole language ability. You know what I mean? Other
Click at 'em.
than that, maybe a contestant from Married at First Sight, because I do consider them to be animals. We've been watching that show. I've been watching a lot of
I mean,
trash.
Elephant would be really cool.
Yeah.
Considering their cognitive abilities. I would
Yeah.
almost
Oh wow,
wanna-
going completely in the other direction.
Yeah.
An elephant
Yeah.
like shrunk
Shrink
to
it
a
up.
person
like,
sized.
oh,
Oh,
it's
it's something.
adorable. And he's like, don't condescend to me. Just
That would be a little
pathetic.
sad, though, I feel like, because the elephant would be like, I should be bigger than this, and I don't know, you know what I mean? And I'm fucked up
but
about
you
this.
can talk about it.
Right,
Now
we
I
could
can
talk through it.
finally do the New York Times crossword puzzle.
Hal Dog
Elephants
says,
are smart.
did you?
are.
Yeah, they are. They have also said, yeah, I feel like with the dolphin, too, is like maybe pick the smart ones. Hal Dog said, did you see that vid of the monkey tapping a dude on his phone on the shoulder and then whispers something in its ear, then the guy whispers something in the monkey's ear, then the guy shows him his phone, then hands it to the monkey, and the monkey starts using the guy's phone? I have not seen that, Hal Dog, but I appreciate
That
the
is
play-by-play.
Crazy sounding. I mean, but at the same time, if a monkey whispers something in your ear, you're not going to be like, yeah, 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 yeah. I
That's
mean,
just crazy monkey talk.
saying you're trying to talk to me, I'll try to talk to you. Why not?
Monkey, you so crazy. Otter, for sure would be good, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah.
These are great answers, chat.
feel
Once
like
again,
they
I
are
already posted the
indulgent
incidents
creatures.
not too long ago.
They probably know how to have a good time.
All right, cool. So we worked through what animal would you be eaten alive by? What animal would you do acid with if it could be your size and speak some broken English? Now my final question to sum it all up. What animal would you do acid with that is your size, that could speak broken English, that would eventually at the end of the trip, because you're tripping with them, eat you alive?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I know. I'm going to go with a giraffe.
A giraffe doesn't want to eat you.
I know, that's why it would be super sad, because it would the whole time it'd be like, I don't know why I have to
You're
do
not leave. Blah, blah, blah.
I don't know why I have to do this. I don't. Here, I'm going to actually click this link. I'm not going to post. Maybe I will play it. All right, let's. Okay, let's. I'm going to put this link up. If you guys just want to pull it up on your own, it's in chat here. I mean, might as
Okay.
well. The dude described it and stuff, so we might as well play it. Hell dog, that is.
I see. Okay, I'm gonna.
You
mute
owe
this.
us one hell dog.
I know that the whole description. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Now I have to see this thing. All right, cool. I'm hitting play, and I'm hitting play right now. All right, subscribe to YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, share, do all that shit.
Nautical bell. Okay. Monkeys.
Yeah, it's unnatural for sure. Komodo dragon bite my legs off and we'll just hang out. That's true, actually. He could kind of do the deed early. Then
Yeah.
you trip together. I kind of like that because then it sort of breaks it up a little bit.
Big old toucan is my answer, by the way.
Okay.
And
And I'm giraffe. What are you, Carly? Dude, what the monkey's using the phone? He's showing him some. What if it's I hope it's porno. I hope it's the dirtiest porno. I hope it's like a dump on a chest. You know what I mean? Like I hope it's just filthy pornography.
Guy's just pissed about how many OnlyFans that monkey subscribed to.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you want to see some good shit? He fucking flips over to that. Anyways, all right. Unbelievable.
Like, I've seen all of this.
I've seen all
right,
of these things. I've
so-
seen the piss. I've seen it all. I've seen the
I'm
puke.
gonna hallucinate, bond, and then die by this animal.
Mm-hmm. I know,
Yeah.
Carly.
It still might be the giant squid.
I mean, I could see the bonding part being fascinating.
Right?
My whole thing is like, how do you deal with all that weight? How does a blue whale move through like that much
I
water?
imagine it would be strong enough to probably to crush me before its little beak parts get.
Right.
I mean, I'm dead. If a giant kraken.
See,
gets-
I have a weird thing where like I actually get freaked
lions
out.
might be assholes.
You know those like artist interpretations of giant sea monster illustrations? I
Sure.
actually freak myself out looking at those. Like I get freaked. Like the idea of being a person in a massive body of water and the only other thing with you is this thing that is fucking 100 times the size of you. And I try to like put myself there and stuff, and it actually freaks me out a little bit. So I just couldn't imagine trying to do what you're trying to describe right now, Carly.
Maybe it's because I would, if you're going to be murdered by it, there's no survival expectation. There's efficiency, but there's also epicness.
Yeah.
And I think if you're just gonna accept your death, go epic.
I'll tell you what.
That's why I said toucan, because a man-sized toucan, that's basically a coffin-sized beak.
Yeah. Yeah. It would just be like, "Shum."
Just whoop, gone. One
and
bite, done.
you'd probably be like laughing the whole time.
Yeah, because it's epic.
It's so
Carly
fun. It's so
said.
silly
How
too. It's so
strange.
goofy. For sure.
Probably would deserve it.
Yeah. And also, you probably said something. Even if a toucan's fun, you probably made a bunch of dumb cereal jokes at it.
I did.
Yeah, toucan, Evan.
Too many. I told him to follow his nose too many times. So
Stop
he just,
calling him Sam. His name is not Sam.
ah.
Like you see him look at the frog, he uses finger and opens up the mouth, thinks for a second, then just goes at it. That's it. I mean, frogs, same thing. If it's a bullfrog, I'm just gonna kind of get in the fetal. It's just gonna open wide, slurp me in, and it'd be kind of like a little sauna on my way out. It'd be like
it takes a long time. Though,
isolation
for
tank.
You to dissolve in there.
I want to do an isolation tank so bad. Yeah, that's the thing. It might be a slow kill a little bit.
This is not a joke. For about 4 months, I researched whether or not it would be feasible to take out a business loan and open up a sensory deprivation facility in
Tally?
Railroad Square.
In
Railroad Square.
Tally,
'Cause it'd
that
the
would be
perfect place for it.
Perfect.
It is insanely and prohibitively expensive.
Really, and I bet the insurance might be a little difficult. Also, real quick,
liability insurance.
Railroad Square. How would you describe Railroad Square, Evan?
Well, I would describe Railroad Square when y'all lived here as a kind of semi-dilapidated art park.
It was sweet art park, yeah.
It was sweetly shabby.
I'm sure it's grown.
And there
Now
were
it's shabby
local galleries and a couple thrift stores. In 2020,
best thrift store.
Oh yeah. But in 2020, Railroad Square's kind of blown up.
Really?
To the point where it's a little ridiculous now. They're building.
It's a little bougie. Railroad Square was like,
there.
if you want to go see a barefoot person socially, like that's where you go. You know what I mean?
Or a puppet show.
Or a puppet show.
If you wanted, you
have
go
a
to
coffee out of a caboose.
Yeah, in like 2005, you go to Railroad Square, flip a coin on whether or not there'd just be like an active drum circle. Anywhere in the park. Not the case anymore.
Yeah, if you wanted to like go have somebody blow weed in your ear, like trying to get you high, like you would to a dog, you would go to Railroad Square, right? Like.
I'm gonna be brazen and ask you what the on the subject of that, and ask you what the Spark policy is on this channel.
It's super known, but it's totally probably unfortunately because Twitch is annoying. Like maybe just dip the head off the screen. But we all know what you're doing.
This is crazy.
What do you mean, drugs?
Also, really quick, Silent Squee, have a great one. Going to get ready for Art Smackdown. We will raid the Art Smackdown stream right after this, so you get another hour of entertainment. It's an art competition with my buddy Micah, who hosts it, and check out Art Smackdown as soon as this stream is over. Like I said, we will raid that stream, so should be good to go. You don't have a stream, do you, Evan?
No. I try to keep off camera as much as possible, to be honest. But I would love to do something like this periodically.
This room is
sure.
beautiful. Is this your room? It looks great.
Yeah,
my room.
Your room looks great.
Awesome.
Well, I'm so glad
my
you
bed right behind me.
I'm so glad you
I
joined
didn't
us.
dress it up at all. Yeah, I'm having a great time.
And hell yeah, that's awesome, man. I knew you'd be like a natural because I feel like I tried to, when I explained Twitch to people, they're like, "What? People watch you play video games or whatever." And I tried to tell them, it's like, dude, it's really like a radio DJ gig. Like it's straight up. Like I mean, it's literally just about maintaining like a large amount of time. Extend, whatever, like keeping people entertained. I mean, obviously we're not playing music or anything necessarily, even though on Friday nights with Jackie, I kind of do. It is kind of more even radio DJs like, hey, let's watch this video and hang out. You know what I mean? So people are so confused as to what it is.
I have been flirting with the idea of doing a live streamed DJ set. Utilizing Zoom so I can completely obscure the screen with some sort of video or visual.
That's the thing too. You don't even have to be on cam for a stream.
No.
Because I would just rather not.
Because
I look like this.
You look great.
And you look good.
You look really good, man. Lexi, by the way, my wife Lexi's behind me right now. She's cooking dinner and
Hello, Lexi.
spraying. Yeah, and she says, nice to meet you. And she's the best, I'm sure. Yeah, Evan, and I mean, you heard me scream about it, but Evan and I go way back. I was so excited to have you on this stream, and we still have a little time left. It is flying by, though. We're already halfway through this final hour.
Lord.
It's kind of ridiculous. My sister and her BF taught me a silly road trip game, says Hal Dog. I kind of can't get out of my head the other day. You add the word anal to every RV name you see. they all have names written on them, like Anal Raptor or Anal Twister. We saw Anal Hummingbird. We're very mature. Absolutely. I love that. That's a good road game. Fantastic.
I mean, my grandparents have an Airstream, so it would be an anal Airstream. That works.
I mean, that works.
It's pretty good.
I've been feeling gross, and I totally relate to the not wanting to
God.
be in the camera so much. Says life is nice. I need to come up with fun stream ideas. Do it.
Yeah, it just occurred to me. I have a cousin on the shitty side of my family, with a chieftain. So anal chieftain with, yeah.
Maybe because I heard the word chief. I can't believe it. Redskins changed the name.
I was gonna say the same thing, but I was like, that's not a good segue.
I know. 'cause-
only like
Only segue.
only 80 years too late, but good for them.
Good for
Like,
them. Only
I
80
am-
fucking years, but yeah, I don't
was
know what
ready
they're
for them
changing
to fight
it to.
and just be like, no, because blah blah. And I'm just like, obviously,
Something
change that
heritage.
Name. It's
That'd be funny if they caught
horrible.
just something heritage. The Washington We Were Wrongs, I believe is what it is. I think actually I saw a really funny Onion headline that was Washington Redskins changes their name to DC Redskins. Like I can stream what's playing on my Xbox on my computer if I were in a different room and I could actually play the game on there. It's weird. Oh, talking about streaming. Now that I have a computer, I thought about streaming. Microsoft makes it ridiculously simple. So does PlayStation 4. I started streaming with PlayStation 4 with the PS4 camera, doing fucking nothing.
Hey, and when your computer
I like that. That's a
shit the
way
bed-
better way to do it, Evan. That's funny.
Yeah. When your computer shit the bed earlier this year,
I agree.
you did it again, and it was kind of like a cool retro stream. I liked it.
Yeah.
You got-
It was. I will make do, and it was fun to do it through that
Yeah.
old way. What were we gonna say, Evan?
Something I will bring up. I know you. I've been watching some of your streams on Twitch when I can. I know you've been playing a lot of video games. I am now playing a video game.
Okay.
Which is pretty unique for me. I'm not much of a video game player.
Right,
I'm
right,
now
right.
Playing a video game because there was a game that was teased about 8 years ago that I got really into with a couple of friends of mine, and they delayed it and just outright canceled it. And now it came out like 2 months ago, and it's an MMO RPG called Phantasy Star Online 2.
Yes, Fantasy Star Online 2. Yeah, I heard
Played-
it. Yeah.
Played the hell out of the Japanese version. Really enjoyed it. And have been waiting this whole time for it to get a domestic release, and now it is upon us.
It's
So I'm-
weirdly out. It's so bizarre. It is. That's gonna be like for me. That's gonna be when that Tony Hawk remake comes out next
Yeah.
year, which is like because I discovered weed and Tony Hawk at the same time, and it was this like beautiful love affair that I've always wanted to get back to. They tried to do a weird Tony Hawk remake. Don't please. It's beautiful. Okay, it was before you, and it was my first love.
because that's always been an avenue that I can't go down.
It's
with
tough
the
one.
Twitch thing. I can't stream games because I don't play them. No one wants to see me play Civ 6.
Right.
yeah, but that's where you might be wrong.
I
though,
mean, you might be
because-
wrong, but
There might be
I'm
an
not.
audience for that.
I
There
mean,
might be
look, consider it. It's company, right? Like while you play the games, and these are, you're a fascinating person. If you share your thoughts as you go, it becomes so stream of consciousness, and then you make these amazing friends in chat. I'd say go for it. You'd be excellent at it.
not a lot of it's not a super popular game, which might be good for you because you could get in on Twitch. That is, you could get in and
just like corner the market on Civilization 6.
Oh, I'm talking about Fantasy Star. Civ
Fantasy
6
Star.
probably also at this point, just because it's been out for so long. Also
Because
probably
like no joke, that's how current I am with I'm still
It doesn't
fucking
matter
playing
what games you're
Civilization
playing.
6.
Yeah.
Wow, no one is streaming
I'm
Civ
playing
6
Civ
right
5.
now.
Wow. Yeah, I'll just snap up all the viewership for that then. I'll
Wait,
take
am I
the whole
wrong?
You
market.
like Civ 6 better than Civ 5?
I leapfrogged over Civ 5. I never played it. I went from 4 right to 6.
There's some people, never mind. There's 83 people in the most popular stream of Civ 6.
well, screw
right
it.
now.
I'm out.
And that's a Japanese
It's
person
over.
named
But it's gotta be
Dongflower.
rare.
Dongflower is their name. Evan, I should ask you this because first of all, maybe you can help me in a couple different ways. I
Okay.
I feel I go to like Pitchfork for music stuff, and I hate that I do that. I don't think that that's necessarily the best place to go. It's just been I'm lazy, and that's just been the place that I go to be like, what's new.
Nothing's changed. My opinion of Pitchfork in 2020 is the same as my opinion of Pitchfork when in like 2003, and it's just like that's a great place to go read failed creative writing major puff pieces. It's a horrible place to get like, music journalism.
Did you read the review that was written as a prose fiction? I forget what, dude. It was the funniest. This is early days of Pitchfork. They would never do this now, I don't think. But someone wrote a review for an album. I forget what album it was. It was probably fucking what's his name? Sad Boy. The sad boy that sang the songs he would sing like he was about to cry. Bright Eyes, right?
Yeah. It sounds like that Connor dude from Bright Eyes.
Yeah, Connor. It was probably one of those albums, but this person wrote they wrote an album review as like a short story. And it was like a short story that sort of had an album review in it. It was like, that is how on point you are, Evan. I know.
I don't care about like your experience at summer camp in 1987 and how that makes you feel this way about this. No, none of that.
I know it's Molly's fave. I shouldn't trash Bright Eyes too hard. Molly, who I do Page 7 podcast with, I am fine with him. Okay, I'm fine with the man.
They're perfectly acceptable.
Completely acceptable. But is there a better resource I should be tapping into, and or do you have any recs from the year 20?
Ooh, Evan's right.
I know I'm putting you mad on the spot, so don't feel too put on the spot. But I would love some recs because I'm gonna write them down.
Recs.
Yeah. I'm gonna write them down.
I don't know if I have anything like shockingly left field as far as like artists or even places to go find out about music. I think especially nowadays, I was super late to the game, but now I have fallen in line with everyone, and I get most of my music news through the internet when I used to just do it by plowing into radio and as much music as I could just actually consume in one sitting instead of reading about music. I just sort of would like decide for myself, like in that moment. But now I'm reading blogs and but probably just because he's so motivated. Again, this is not going to surprise anyone, but check out Anthony Fantano's stuff on YouTube.
Okay.
His channel is called The Needle Drop, and he also has a personal channel called Fantano.
Is he the guy with the flamingo song and he's in the short shorts, or is that a different guy?
Different guy. He just does straightforward reviews.
He's a reviewer. Okay, great.
He's a reviewer, bald head, glasses.
I know who you're talking about. I super know who you're talking about. Okay, cool.
And he's on point. Like, I find that at the very least, our tastes seemingly align more often than not. And I've been very happy with a lot of the records he recommends, and he's very current about what's coming out this week or last week.
Cool.
And the dude puts out 3 to 5 videos a week, so it's a resource. It's
awesome.
A bona fide resource.
Also, Life is Nice, and I believe Marcus from last podcast had the same recommendation. I find record labels I like lately and look at the bands on that label. I believe he was kind of saying the same thing. He essentially just goes to record label websites.
That's a great way to check out. If you like a band on a label, look for other artists on that label.
I wrote it down a little bit earlier. The Needle Drop, Anthony Fantano. I don't know if I got that.
Yeah, it's in chat
right
there. And then Life is Nice also recommends Run for Cover Records. Run for Cover Records.
Yeah, I'm familiar with
that. I'll check them out. I'll write that down. Awesome.
I've been having oddly a lot more recommendations that come from direct conversations and not search engines and stuff. Or it's usually about a specific song, like, have you heard this song? And it might be on the older side, coincidentally. But it's kind of cool to get song recommendations from conversation.
Mm-hmm. My taste has just gotten so weird. I mean, it feels crazy to talk. I'm going through like a weird pop phase, actually. Like,
a
weird
pop phase.
I would say it's
When are you
weird
not
for
a
me
pop
because for the
face?
longest time I'm like Mr. Jazz, I'm Mr. fucking underground hip hop and all
Oh,
this
look at
kind
me,
of
I'm
shit.
Mr. Jazz.
And now I'm Mr. Jazz, huh? Mr. Jazz way more annoying than Mr. Pop face.
6, 7, 8, use.
Way more, dude. My jazz phase is dead and gone, but I still love it. But I mean, it's not.
I'm a big. You know me. You know I'm a big jazz head.
Oh
I love
yeah,
jazz.
of course.
I love jazz.
Love it. I mean, I don't know if
Love it.
I'm not really listening to anything
Oh.
new. I feel like Brad
I'll plug our
Maldo was
buddy,
like,
though,
only,
also
like, new shit I was listening to.
Eddie has been doing different playlists, like
those
through
Spotify
quarantine.
playlists are pretty lit.
Check
yeah.
out
No,
Eddie's
yeah,
playlist.
recommend.
I mean,
And I never say
Great.
lit. I hate the word
Great.
lit, and I used it just now casually. But yeah, I'm going through a pop phase. I'm super into. I mean, Taylor Swift's the fun. I'm literally wearing a Taylor Swift fucking t-shirt right now.
Look at you.
Charlie XCX though, I feel like on kind of the cooler side of things. Charlie XCX is like blowing my mind. I fucking love her. All that kind of Kim Petras. I really love her stuff too. So yeah, I'm like I'm in a weird space where I kind of want to find almost more like what's underground pop. I guess almost K-pop a little bit, but which I love
Well,
K-pop.
Okay, I've got a suggestion. Let's see. I guess okay. So this came out within the last year.
Yeah. That's fine.
Let's
It could come out
try,
5 years ago. It could. It doesn't have to be super current.
Well, that's sort of the parameter I'm giving myself. Let's see. But within the last year, I've really enjoyed the new Pornographers album.
Okay, I haven't listened to it yet.
I haven't listened to that either.
I
but
used
I'd be
to
curious.
love that. I used to like. It's so funny too because I used to jump on the newest new pornographers or whatever, and I haven't done
Hey,
that.
it's reasonable that things are a little off right now in terms of.
Right.
State of the
That
world.
fucking disease,
Habits.
bro. Everybody's getting it. I got it. I had it. We've talked about it though.
Yeah.
Nah.
21 Pilots says Vangaloid. Been into that lately. Interesting.
Okay. Brand new. Something that's it's not even out yet.
What?
Yeah. They're doing pre-orders. The physical album comes out, I believe, in August. But there is a band called Proto Martyr
Okay. Love it.
that I've really been enjoying the last few albums, and last year there was an EP. Really good, refreshing post-punk.
Cool. Love it.
And
Alright.
it's exactly that kind of wear my sunglasses inside dejected cool guy stuff that
Okay.
I really personally dig. And these guys are from Detroit, so they're kind of like if you sucked all the goth out of Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds
Cool.
and replaced it with Michigan anger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm into it. I'm
I like-
into it.
I like that.
I like
That's
that
great.
description.
I should mention we have 15 minutes left in the stream. It's been flying by. This has been amazing. Thank you again, Evan, for doing this with us. Let me put this link in. If you want to give us a little karaoke song to sing as we go out, I'd love that. Especially Carly would love that. If you want to give her the gift of a final karaoke song of the night, I'm sure she would be very willing to perform. $5, we do an animal impression of your choice. $10 to choose one of us to perform a karaoke song of your choice, and you can donate right there at the link.
And just in case there's any overlap in tonight's audience with your big charity stream that you did a few weeks back,
Hell yeah.
I do want to apologize for being the one responsible for making Carly sing the Captain Beefheart song. 'Cause that was me.
Why is there any apologize? Oh, I got to do. Wasn't it electric?
Electricity, yeah. I wanted you to sing.
I
You
mean, I
did
did
a
Scatman
fantastic
tonight,
job.
so yeah, you did. You
You
killed
did a
it. She
fan-
always
you,
kills
you
it.
knocked it out of the park, but it's kind of a your mileage may vary song. And
I feel like that's always gonna be Evan's karaoke choice, though.
Yeah,
You know
own
what I
it.
mean? Like, what is your go-to karaoke song, Evan? Do you have one?
Excuse me one moment. I do something that even surprises a lot of my friends. Because it just so happens that I know so many of the Monkees songs by heart that I can pretty much throw down on any Monkees song, and we'll look to see if there's a Monkees song. I won't do I'm a Believer, because everyone's got to have their limits. but if like Last Train to Clarksville or like Not Your Stepping Stone or She or on and on and on, yeah, I'll throw down, do a monkey song. I will do most Devo songs save for Whip It, just because.
Right, like why?
Same
Yeah,
reason,
no one
same
wants
reason.
that.
This is a radio man,
No,
friends.
no one wants that.
You gotta at least get the number 2 track to have some like validity.
Yeah, Chad,
Well,
what's
I
your
mean-
go-to as well? Valerie, Amy Winehouse for That's My Name Be. Mine's probably Firestarter by Prodigy. And to bring up
That's a great one.
and to bring up Charlie XCX just to throw people off, the song Boys really
Fair enough.
lights the room up because they're like, who is this fucking guy? I did it for a birthday party that like I only knew some of the people, but not nearly the rest of the room, and I just wanted to throw everybody off by doing that song. It's just like, the fuck is this guy?
Literally the last time I did karaoke, I did a B-52 song. I forgot about that. That's,
B-52s, man, so many good. There's a song, I believe it's called "Give Me Back My Man."
fantastic
Fucking
song.
love that song,
That's
dude.
like my second favorite B-52.
Hell yeah, it's so good. It's so
It's that
good.
and Private Idaho. Like,
Yes,
those,
Private Idaho's
so
undeniable.
goddamn good.
Howl Dog, I've done These Boots Are Made for Walking, but not a million times actually, and it is a good go-to.
We've got some more songs in here, but I also want to really quick say she's a man, baby. Thank you for the $5 donation from Howl
Hey.
Dog.
Animals?
What does the moose say? We're gonna be doing meese here in a second, but first I want to get through some of these karaoke go-tos. What was it? These boots are made for walking. I actually have a friend whose go-to is that asking Carly if she's done that.
Yeah.
Bulls on Parade for Vangaloid. That's a really good one to just kind of light up the room. 'Cause I think sometimes people get a little. You got to like bring the energy back. Sometimes I could see that being a really good one, especially right now.
Under Pressure is the best song to invite a friend who's never done karaoke before to do it with you, because if you get squeamish and you're like, all you gotta is
Right.
and like you're fine.
It's
fine,
not
and
difficult.
It's gonna be epic, and it's only about 2 minutes long, and it's a good sharing song.
Right. And
Yellow.
everybody in the room's gonna sing it anyways, so
Yeah.
it's one of those karaoke songs where like you almost kind of it's a cheat almost because everyone's gonna end up just doing it, so you can just kind of lay back. Cuts Like a Knife by Bryan Adams for Son of the A-Bomb. We've got War Pigs by Black Sabbath, fantastic Skella Chairs. Death of a Bachelor for karaoke. Who is that by? Patsy Cline, Crazy, fantastic. Written by motherfucking Willie Nelson, actually.
Sure was.
One of his way before he was Willie Nelson. He wrote that song.
I like drama in karaoke. I like to go for the gut.
It's by Panic at the Disco.
I mean, I don't take it entirely seriously, but that's a fine way to be.
Piano Man's another one of those where it's like, do you just want everybody to? The problem is that dude, remember what was his name? Lance, Evan, my neighbor at Cash Hall. That
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that guy.
yeah, that's the proper reaction, dude. I
Yeah.
should look him up, man.
Should you?
What the fuck? Well, not actually communicate with him, but like find him on
Like look at him.
social media and just look at him.
What's become of Lance?
Dude, that guy was a cartoon character. He was like
really
this doofy
was.
blonde guy that was just like getting fucked up. You
Yeah.
get fucked up. You just love getting fucked up, man. Lovable guy, but he would, man, get
Evan,
so
you should
shitty.
know that Marshall Banana has been discussed a few times because I'm doing a plant stream with Blom, who's a friend from Canada, and they're a botanist.
Ah.
So we're like having these crazy cool science plant conversations, and they've got a bearded dragon.
Oh,
And I
very nice.
remembered the bearded dragon that I had at one time.
Right. I love that guy.
He was all right. He was a good little lizard. But Marshall Banana was the king of iguanas. And for friends who are in chat who might have been around for that, Evan is Marshall's
I birthed him.
dad.
Yeah. I hatched him from an egg.
So cool.
True story. Hatched him from an egg. And not the first time. I used to raise green iguanas, and Marshall Banana was my attempt to raise a green iguana in Tallahassee. And Yeah, he was a sweetheart. He
Cool.
was just a
Cool
great
guy.
house pet.
Yeah.
Well, we
Go for
can't
a walk,
make
Ricky.
iguana noises, but we can make moose noises because Hal
Moose.
Dog donated for us to do it. I will start it off.
Okay.
It's pretty good. I like how you're almost saying moose too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they do. That's how animals talk. They say their animal
Like
name
they're
as a
all
noise.
Pokemon essentially.
Yeah, yeah, they're Pokemon.
Moose.
All right, who's next? Who wants to go next? Who wants to do it?
I don't know that I got my moose ready. It's gonna be similar.
I know.
All right, ready? Okay, I think this helps too. Okay.
Yeah. That's a horny moose. That is a moose that needs some kind of way, some kind of fancy. Now you're just doing a dinosaur.
I did 3 moose calls. That's how I'm calling my moose if I ever need to call them.
It's great. So another stream, another noise that confuses and upsets Holden's neighbors. Absolutely. Evan, do you have a moose for us?
I got a moose in
All
me.
right,
Let's
here
see.
we go.
Let's see if I can coax it out. I'm thinking it's something like. Something like that. In the neighborhood of that. In the neighborhood of.
A lot of like
Adjacent-
yawn, yawning.
Adjacent or cat corner to.
Sculpture, yeah, it gets a little high pitched. I'll go.
was an
I'll listen.
angry-
I'll try
I
to
was
do it a
an
little
angry
bit better
moose.
next time. But either way, let's get high. 1 says 2, 3, 4. We are the Jumbo Shrimp here to play a game. Oh, I would hate if I was Lex having to make the HelloFresh alone. That's a teamwork project. I will help her afterwards or whatever. Maybe, probably not, but whatever. But I made last night's HelloFresh.
I
We
would
take
imagine
turns.
that elk and moose are pretty similar in their sounds.
I'd say so. I'd say so.
I just try to find my inner moose, you know.
Either
I think Evan won that
I don't know.
round. If it
Who
was not-
wins? Can
if
someone
it's
else in
not
chat?
that.
Either way, here are the incentives one final time if you want to get us do a karaoke song on the way out. But either way, Evan, it's been a damn pleasure having you. Is there anything you want to
Yeah.
promote? Staying at home. I'm staying at home next week. I will continue to stay home. Yeah.
Something I have been doing. You mentioned I've been doing stand-up comedy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Live shows are over indefinitely because of things. So we've been taken to doing streams of our comedy shows. And if, good Lord, if anyone's curious to hear what stand-up comedy sounds like in the Florida Panhandle, there is a Sunday Funnies comedy page on Facebook.
I'm
and
posting
that's
it in the
where-
chat.
That's where we go live and post the streams after they're done, and also where you can catch them live. And that's 7:30 p.m. Eastern time on Sundays.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
And yeah, apart from that, if you go to SoundCloud, SoundCloud, I think it's oh boy, you might have to run a search. Do this instead. Run a search for Dactyloy. That's DAKTYLOY, and that is something I've been doing for about 30 years now. Is making something Carly mentioned, tape manipulation.
Yeah.
I razor blade apart audio tape and reassemble it so it sounds awful, and then I hold on to it, and I don't ever show anybody. And I've been building this library of these kind of razor tapes for about 30 years. I've just now started to digitize them and build live mix collages of all of them, and that can be available. That is available for free, just to be baffled by on SoundCloud. And
I found it and I posted the link in chat as well.
I've got about 45 minutes worth of material up there. I've got another like 4.5 hours worth that I'm gonna slowly leak out.
I think I can hear it
Love
through
to be
Carly's
founded.
microphone. Fantastic stuff.
And it is horrific, like harsh ambient, I guess is the best way I can
Yeah.
describe
Oh, it was
it.
actually playing through my computer. Yeah. It is.
Yeah, not through mine.
I
I
feel
would
like
call
not-
it,
It's not music. I wouldn't
like-
call it music.
call it an experiment. Call it a thought experiment.
it's like the brown tone. It's like what I would assume what the brown.
Artistic jaunt
The
into
sound
the
will ma-
unknown.
make
of-
you
For
shit
those
your
of-
pants.
For those of you in the audience, if you're familiar with Alan Splett, the sound designer for a lot of David Lynch movies, or Derbyshire, she was a sound engineer with the BBC Workshop for decades and worked on Doctor Who and stuff like that. Made little bleep bloopy
Cool.
sounds.
Hell
I did
yeah.
a lot of tape manipulation. Those are kind of my two main influences for this project, and yeah, so it's more like sound design than music. But,
Skelechair says, "Is it like Belong? Do you know what Belong is?"
you know, I'm not
Yeah.
familiar with Belong.
Not
I'm
sure
gonna
either.
have-
But either way,
I'm gonna
check
have
out
to
that
check that
link.
out.
I've definitely
This
made
is
my
how we get
fucking
turned on to
guts
new
rattle. Yeah, exactly. This is how you do it in a Twitch
it's
stream.
definitely a headphone job, that Dactyloid. And yeah, it's hypothetical scores for horror movies that don't exist.
Cool.
That's awesome.
A good
That's a
statement.
good pitch. That's a good elevator pitch. That line.
Yeah.
I was gonna say play it while playing D&D. Okay, says Son of the A Bomb. Play it while playing D&D.
You could totally play some of this during D&D.
Fantastic. Well, fuck. I think that's it. I think that's our stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. Is Art Smackdown
Can I
live?
plug my next stream?
Yeah, because
quick?
anyways, we have time. Anyways, I forgot we have to. Hopefully, Art Smackdown will go live soon.
Oh, true. All right.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I have coming up directly next is on Thursday this week, because Dig It, the planned stream, is every other week on Wednesday. But on Thursdays, every single week, I've been doing karaoke for about an hour. And then Byron, who I'm staying with here in Kansas, plays some guitar also. It's pretty casual, but it's been really fun and nice to, I'm grateful to have some live music still sort of accessible. Because I don't get to go to the Kalman practices anymore. But we have a good time. And then on Saturday, Holden will be doing Star Streamer over on my channel with a bunch of
Yeah, our tabletop RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty excited about it. Fuck
There you
yeah,
go.
man. What else do I have? I don't know. I'll be fucking a goat on Thursday, and I will be trying.
Oh, so you're busy, so you can't make it to the.
So I'll be busy for
the
that
music
one.
stream, sorry.
But
Okay.
I will be making out with a crocodile on Friday, and that I can actually pay attention to a
Before
stream.
or after Japanese though.
Both before and after and during.
I see.
It'll be the whole time. I'll be kind of slowly working on this crocodile while
Mm-hmm.
doing the stream. You know what I
It'll
mean?
be like a sitcom setup where you're making out with a croc, but you have to sneakily run off every couple of minutes to co-host a
Yeah,
stream.
exactly. It'll be one of those. We'll have the crocodile cam going on off to the side. It'll be fantastic. Well, either way,
I see Lexi behind you also. Are you doing marriage test tomorrow?
you doing marriage? Yeah, we're doing marriage test.
There you go.
We're definitely doing it. We didn't do it last week, so we're definitely doing it this week. We have to, Lexi.
That's tomorrow.
That'll be fun. That'll be
That's a
fun.
Tuesday.
I'm cool with tomorrow. That'll be good. All right, have a good night, everybody. I'm just gonna raid the Art Smackdown stream, even though they haven't quite gone live yet. But I ask you to still stick around and watch the stream. Art Smackdown, hosted by my good friend Micah, produced by my good friend Mark Stetson. So here we go. Raid Art. Wait, what's their Twitch handle?
Art Smackdown?
Is it just Art Smackdown?
Yeah, it's the email address that's Fart Smackdown.
Yes, it is. I didn't know if it was the Art Smackdown. This is very entertaining. I get it. Raid Art Smackdown. Okay, I've set up the raid. I'm gonna play a Kalman song to get us out of here. Take care, everyone. Have a good one. Thanks again,
you.
Evan
Thank you for
and
the
Carly, of
support.
course, as always. And
for
have a
having
good
me.
one, everybody. Let's listen to Danger as we get out of here. This is Kalman, Evan. I'll share the sound.